Emenya ebipande okulangibwa ku nguudo, ekikwekwete ekikoze mu kiro, so nga abantu bakyakukuta okufuna obupiira bu kalimpitawa. Leero obupiira buno bujjukiddwa wonna mu nsi. NTV akawongezi nyongedde okubaaniriza nate nze Farida Nakazi bwe tutandise n'ababaka b'akabondo ka NRM abali kati y'ekyankwanzi abawagidde etteeka nsonyiwa katono etteeka eriwa ab'obuyinza olukusa okubowa ebintu by'abantu abasingisibwa emisango gy'okulya enguzi. Etteeka lino omubaka wa Makindye East John Simbwa aze alyogerako nga bwe lyetaagisa okulwanyisa obulyake mu ggwanga. Etteeka eddala erigenda okuleetebwa likwata ku bantu abawula ensimbi. Ababaka bagamba nti basaana okulungamizibwa kubanga bakaabiza bangi. Akairigombe ye Captain Mike Mukula yeegasse ku babaka banne olwaleero ategeezezza nti tagenda kwesimba ku mukama we nga bwe yali asoose okutegeeza.
Ng'olukiiko lw'akabondo k'ababaka ba NRM abali ekyankwanzi lusemberedde okukomekerezebwa kiraga lwatu nti obuwagizi bwa President Museveni okuva mu babaka bweyongedde. Olwaleero Captain Mike Mukula eyali ategeezezza nga bwagenda okwesimba ku bwa President era ng'ali kakiiko akafuzi ak'ekibiina ategeezezza nga bw'atasobola kwesimba ku President Museveni. Mukulu okuvaayo kitegeeza nti ababaka abatula ku kakiiko ka NRM ak'oku ntikko abasambye Museveni okwesimbawo nga tavuganyiziddwa okuva mu kibiina kye baweze 10 nga kuno ababaka abalala kwe bongereza.
Pate ya National Resistance Movement erina enkola yaayo era nze ng'omuntu sisobola okupinga pate bwe bange esazeewo okukola nga bwe basazeewo era nange ng'omuntu sobola okuyimirira ku kkubo nga pulezidenti ayagala okuyimirira era ekyo nja kiwagira kubanga pate ekola ku namba era namba kaseewagira nange nja kugobera layini eyo. I now have over 10 members of SEC signing this resolution. I am so excited about it. And that means that SEC is equally going to pass the resolution.
Ababaka era awatali kwesalamu bawagidde ekiteeso ky'omubaka wa Makindye East John Simbwa ayagala babeewo etteeka eribowa eby'obugagga bw'abantu ababa basingiddwa emisango gy'obukenuzi. Mu mateeka amalala ge baagala okuleeta mwe muli eryo erinaalungamya emirimu gy'abawola ssente abamanyiddwa nga ba money lenders mu lufuutifuuti. Bano ababaka bagamba nti bakaabiza nnyo abantu nga balina okuteekebwako ekkomo. Minisita omubeezi w'ebyamateeka Fred Ruhindi yaleese ekiteeso kino.
People not only within the leadership but within also the public, they are quite concerned about money lending. Yes. Now we have got the Money Lenders Act. The Money Lenders Act is quite an obsolete law, and it's an outdated law. It's a colonial law.
Nga ababaka balinda okubaganya ebirowoozo ku tteeka erikwatagana n'ebisiyaga era nga bagenda kuwulira endowoozo okuva mu bakugu olunaku lw'enkya. Baleese ekirowoozo nti abali b'ebisiyaga baleme kukkirizibwa kweyimirirwa nga bwe kiri kubakwata abakazi n'abaana.
In his opinion, we have to come up with a law to say that they are not supposed to come out on bail, which the caucus members all do agree that those who rape, those who defile, those who sodomize other people's children.
Okubaganya ebirowoozo ku tteeka lino kusuubira okuba okw'ebbugumu kabe kasinge n'okwawula mu babaka.
NTV akawongezi ababaka ku kakiiko akalondoola ensimbi z'omuwi w'omusolo bawuniikiridde oluvannyuma lw'okukizuula nti eggwanga ligenda kufiirwa obuwumbi 525. Kampuni ya Bidco zerina okusasula mu musolo ogwa VAT. Kino kiddiridde ababaka okutaganjula ebitabo ne bakizuula nti kampuni eno yasonyiyibwa omusolo guno okumala emyaka 8 so nga n'emisolo emirala gy'erina okusasula baagibasonyiwa okumala emyaka 25.
Ebya kampuni ya Bidco okusonyibwa emisolo byongedde okulanda. Kizuuliddwa nti kampuni eno bwe yasonyiyibwa emisolo okumala emyaka 25 gw'omusolo ogumanyiddwa nga VAT, kampuni yakumala emyaka 8 nga tesasula.
We are deferring the payment of VAT for 8 years, yes.
Buli mwezi kampuni eno erina okusasula omusolo ogwa VAT obuwumbi 3,600 ekitegeeza nti eggwanga lifiira obuwumbi 43 mu obukadde 7.
VAT sente z'omuntu agwaguze oba osasula omusolo gavumenti naye tulaba nti ogwo omusolo bidiko eri ogusolooza buli mwaka biliyoni 43 ogenda kutunula myaka 8 zebaba babeera mu biliyoni 5.
Bidiko ekola butto ne sabbuuni era buli lw'ogula ekimu ku bino osasula omusolo ebitundu 18 ku buli 100.
Kitegeeza nti buli ogenda mu katale okugula sabbuuni okugula obutto nti ku sente z'oba osasudde ebitundu 18 ku buli 100 ezinakuba nga zigenda mu gavumenti okuyamba ku musolo zo zidate mu kampani ya Bidiko nti omwezi bwegugwako omwaka bweguggwako ezo sente zonna zetwogeddeko ziba zidda mu kampani ekitegeeza nti Omunayuganda saawa zino yali okuzimba kampani ya Bidiko so si investor owa Bidiko.
You are aware the civil servants are not paid. Last month to date they haven't been paid.
Abaka bagamba nti obuwumbi 525 Uganda bwegenda okufiirwa mu myaka 8 bulina kinene kye buyinza okuyamba bannayuganda.
Ngezo biliyoni 5 zizimba amakubo mu ggwanga zisobola okugula ebitanda byonna mu malwaliro getulina mu Uganda. Ngolaba nti okusanyuwa Bidiko okusasula omusolo ogwo ogutalina kuba nagwayo gwa ggwanga kyali ebiti regular. Bukyanga kampuni etandika kakkalabya mirimu mwaka gwa 2011 ng'erima ebinazi wamu n'okukola butto ne sabbuuni ava mu binazi. Bano bagamba nti kampuni yakasigamu obukadde bwa $7 zino nga zibalirirwamu obuwumbi 178.
Sir, I would really beg that these questions of why this was done could be best answered by the people who signed these agreements. But it is money being drawn from Ugandans as a result of consumption. And this money is left to them.
Abakulu okuva mu minisitule y'ebyensimbi bafulumizza olukalala lw'amakampuni n'ebitongole gavumenti byasonyiwa emisolo okumala emyaka 22. Kinajjukira nti kampuni y'Abannayuganda ya Sembule erudde ng'erajjanira gavumenti egiyambe esobole okuva mu ddubi ly'ensimbi lyerimu naye nga ne kaakati tebagiyambanga. Jingo Francis, NTV akawungezi.
Webale nnyo Jingo Francis. Wadde abalwanyisa akawuka akaleeta mukenenya baludde nga boogera ku ky'okukozesa obupiira oba kondomu okwewala obulwadde buno kyeyongera okuzuuka nti abantu bangi bakyalina ensonyi bwe kituuka ku kufuna obupiira buno. Olwaleero lwe lunaku lw'ensi yonna olwa kondomu era nga wabaddewo okuzigaba mu Kampala wamu n'okubuulirira abantu okwewala akawuka kano akamaze abalungi n'ababi.
Ebizindaalo eby'ekika kino bye baakedde okulangirako olunaku luno oluyitibwa olw'obupiira bukalimpitawa nga bakoowoola abantu okujja okwekebeza n'okufuna obupiira obw'obwereere. Obulala ababadde bakola omulimu guno babututte okumpi n'abantu nga gy'oli babutembeeya.
Okuziiza kusinga okuwona.
Kyeraze lwatu nti abantu obupiira buno babwetaaga wadde nga kibakwasa ensonyi okubufuna mu lujjudde. Wadde obw'ekikazi bubaddeko abakazi batono ddala abasibye ennyama ne bakkiriza okubutwala. Ewandegeya ate gubuza asala bwe basibye enkulu ng'eno okumala eddakiika 15 ne bakyamusa abantu n'okubagabira obupiira. Kino kikoleddwa ab'ekitongole kya Uganda Cares okwongera okukubiriza abantu okwekebeza n'okubayigiriza engeri y'okukozesaamu obupiira kye bagamba nti tekimanyiddwa bulungi ekiviiriddeko akawuka okweyongera mu bantu.
Bw'oliiranya kondomu ne products za petroleum katugambe nga Vaseline esobola okukola ki? Esobola okufuna engeri gyeyabikamu. Okukozesa kondomu ku muntu gw'otategese bulungi, kondomu nayo erina okuyisibwa mu kkubo eriseerera bulungi esobole okukola bulungi.
Naye ate abasinga bwabukozesa emirundi eno oba etaano ng'abujjako ng'awoza mukazi wange kati afuuse mukazi wange nga tebasoose kwekebeza.
Kondomu tuzikozesa naye ne wali bwe manya nti oli mulamu mba nino gijjako.
Bino bwe bijjidde ng'olunaku lw'abaagalana lwa nkya. Irene Namyalo, NTV.
Bali nnyo Irene Namyalo. Mu mawulire amalala mu kiro ekikeesezza olwaleero ekitongole ki Kampala Capital City Authority kikoze ekikwekweto nga kiyambibwako poliisi okumenya wamu n'okutimbula ebipande nga kigamba nti biddugaza ekibuga. Ebipande ebisoba mu 1,000 ebirangirwako bizinesi ez'enjawulo KCCA egamba nti bannannyini byo tebabisasulira ssente ze balina kusasula. KCCA egamba nti ekibuga kirina okubaamu amateeka nga n'olwekyo abantu tebasaana kumala gakola bintu nga bwe baagala.
Ssaawa nnya ez'ekiro wakati mu bukuumi abakulu mu KCCA beetadde mu ddene okwolekera ekibuga bawanuleyo n'okutimbula ebipande byonna. Omulimu guno gwatandikidde ku nkulungo ya Yusufu Lule Road okuliraana wooteeri ya Fairway era ng'okukakkana nga buli kintu kyonna ekyabadde kirangirwako mu kitundu kino kimenyeddwa wataabadde kutaliza kwonna. KCCA egamba nti erudde ng'ewa okulabula eri bannannyini bintu bino naye nga bo babitwala nga bya lubalaato okutuusa lwe bakangudde ku ddoboozi mu ngeri eno.
So ne tubawandiikira ne tubagamba nti bajje ebipande bino naye nga tebakifuddeeko nti kikulu. So ne tulaba nti oluvannyuma lw'okukola bino byonna bye tubadde tulina okukola kwe kuvaayo okulaba nti tubijjayo twongere okutereeza ekibuga.
Abakulu bano era bagamba nti bwe kiba nga bannannyini bintu bino tebamatidde bulungi enkola yaabwe baddembe okugenda gye bali babanyonyola ebisingawo.
Buli muntu yenna bw'oba owulira nti oyisibwa mu mbeera gy'olaba nti tesaanidde oli wa ddembe okugenda oba okwekubira enduulu nga mu kkooti.
Wabula kigambibwa nti okutuusa okuzingiramu ne basaalumanya kizuuliddwa nti wabaddewo ababadde balya ssente ku bantu bano okusobola okukuumira ebintu bino ku nguudo. Kati okulabula kukoleddwa nti singa wanaabaawo eyeetantala n'akomyawo ekipande ku nguudo nga tafunye lukusa kuva eri KCCA wa kusasula kabe kasinge n'okuvunaanibwa.
Yenna gwe tunaasanga nga yeeyongedde okuteekayo ebipande mu bifo ebyenjawulo nga tafunye lukusa ajja kutwalibwa mu kkooti.
KCCA era egamba nti bagenda kuteekawo ebifo eby'enkalakalira abantu mwe balina okulangira so si buli wamu nga bwe gubadde. Ekikwekweto kino kikyagenda mu maaso okutalaga ebitundu bya Kampala byonna. Dini Lubo Wasava, NTV Akawungezi.
Lwabali nnyo Dini Lubo Wasava. Etufulumako ebweru w'e Kampala omulamuzi wa kkooti esookerwako Embarra awadde ekiragiro ekifuumula famire eziri eyo mu 1,000 okuva ku ttaka eriwezaako yiika 50. Omulamuzi agamba nti abantu bano ettaka lino balyesenzaako mu bukyamu. Ati ettaka eryogerwako liri eyo mu ggombolola lya Nyakayonjo. Ate bo abalimi b'e Nakalama mu disitulikiti ey'Iganga balumbiddwa obusaanyizaawo ennimiro zaabwe era nga bagamba nti singa tewabaawo kikolebwa enjala eyolekedde okubalumba.
Ettaka abantu bano kubalagiddwa okufuumulwa lya Mary Kebita nga musobozi mu disitulikiti y'Embarara nga yaweebwa obuvunaanyizibwa okulirabirira oluvannyuma lwa mwannyina yasikira kitaabu okufa. Abatuuze okutuuka okulisengako kyaddiire yali muganda wa Kebita nga kati mugenze Joseph Karabaleme okulisalaasala mu poloti bwe yagusa abantu ab'enjawulo.
Because we have receipts from the sub-county, we have agreements of this of our plots.
Kizaho mu myaka y'enyuma ya 8 tukagura n'omwami Joseph Karabaleme.
Abali ku ttaka lino kati basobeddwa nga bagamba nti ku ttaka kuno kwe kubadde amaka gaabwe okumala emyaka 10 era nga bamu bawera obutalivaako.
Mbwenu nyowe kurugaha na naba bantu bona uko kutulyaha afadhali shagameshesheke
muzeya akaguraho mwaka gwa 1998 tukuriraha hate shaheje bayino batubingamo nibatujyango no mushango katusinga.
Ebyo nga biri bityo babalimi mu ggombolola Nakalama y'Iganga beeraliikirivu olw'obusaanyi obutaleka kirime ku musire. Obusaanyi buno buli amakoola olwo ne buleka ekirime nga tekikyasobola kuleeta kibala.
Ayo obuwuuka bugire bwatukosa.
Nali mayika namba ey'embooli aye niyenjaku nti nsime mpwererera abaana tifunaku.
abalimi bagamba nti singa gavumenti tebasalira ku magezi mu ngeri ya kulwanyisaamu bisaanyi bino enjala nyamuwadde akatebe yalirumba disitulikiti ey'Iganga.
Kukubira omulanga gavumenti etwiruukirire.
Obusaanyi buno bwe bujjidde ng'abalimi bakyalina ekizibu ky'akawuka akalya ebitooke nga kano kaabalukawo ku ntandikwa y'omwaka oguwedde.
Okyaliko NTV akawungeza eddakiika ziri 14 eziyise ku ssaawa emu katuumule mu katono ddala sooka olabe ebimu ku biri mu kitundu ekyokubiri. Owagira ekyabakansala okuteesa mu nnimi ennansi. Tugenda kubaganya ebirowoozo n'ab'emityana muyogera naffe. Tukyalina obuzibu okuteeba ggoolo. Arsene Wenger okugwa amaliri ne Manchester United kyamukubye wala.
Olugero lwa leero lukutuusibwako Movit All Day Confidence.
Kasenyanku zaatya abazezi mwokya. Ekiwuka ki kasenyanku kiba n'obuti obukalu ku mabega. Omuliro bwe gukwata obuti obwo nga nakyo gukyokya. Waliwo abantu bangi abakola ebintu ne bibaviiramu olumba oba okufa, so ng'ebyo si bye bagenderera mu kubikola.
Pride is your beautiful hair.
They are all winners. With Movit No Best, you can also be a winner.
Movit All Day Confidence.
NTV, turning on your world.
Marriage is tough, but you suck it up and you stick through the good times and the bad times. What kind of example are you setting for your sister who is about to walk down the aisle herself?
Shut up, Nandi. Seriously, you just keep poking and poking at other people's relationships. You're like a cancer.
Ate, I hope you're discussing fashion. Because you have everything under control, yes? And the only crisis we're going to have is you clashing with the red carpet.
We've met mistakes. And that's what marriage is all about. Mistakes and forgiveness. For better or for worse.
I'm sorry, but I've got to ask. Nothing happened between me and Lucia.
Well, Lulu is not here, and if she comes, I'll let her know you're here. You picked the wrong person to mess with, Lucy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus came to set you free and to be free indeed.
In life, you don't wait. Yeah. There are certain times where you wait for certain decisions, but when it comes to taking action and choices, you have to move.
Jesus Christ found me, and he actually asked me a question, whether I wanted to live or to die.
Every day of my life was struggling. It's just that God has given me this kind of hope.
GXP every Sunday only on NTV, your official inspiration station.
NTV akawungezi mwebale nnyo kwekumira kuno. Ebiseera bingi bannabyabufuzi naddala ababali ku ddaala ery'obwa kansala batera okusanga obuzibu okwennyonnyolako mu lulimi Olungereza, era abamu bwe bawangula ebiseera ebisinga tubalabye nga ddala Oluzungu lubawa obuzibu nga balayira era lutera kubeera lwa bitege. Twagala okubuuza olwaleero muyogera naffe. Kituufu abantu bano bagende maaso n'okwogera Olungereza oluusi lwe batategeera oba babasonyiwe bateesenga mu nnimi ennansi. Yogera naffe. Akadde kayogera naffe Honest Wisdom Kiyonga ali Mityana kakubaganya ebirowoozo n'abantu. Honest?
Webale nnyo munnaffe Farida Nakazibwe nga bwe tabategeezezza ku ntandikwa nti olwaleero NTV yogera naffe embuga agikubye wano Emityana mu Ssingo ku kkubo erikkirira ku ddwaliro ng'omulama gwe tuteesaako gwegwo nti bakansala be tulonda oba ba disitulikiti oba bamagombolola basaana kuteesa mu lulimi ki bakansala bateese mu nnimi ez'ebitundu ebyo enzaaliranwa oba zinnansangwa oba bateese mu Lungereza bwe baba basomesa mu masomero bwe baba basoma twebuuza bakansala bateese mu nnimi ki abantu baba n'emityana bajja tubuulira lulimi ki olusaana okuteesebwamu tutandike nawe muzeeyi kakwatira omuzindaalo
essebo neyanziza amanya gange nze Jamadamu si musomo gwalema omutuuze okuva ekitinkokola mu ggombolo ya Busimbi mukama wange omulama guno nze nsembe ekintu kimu oba nsaba tibakansala bateese mu nnimi ennansi olw'ensonga kyobwa kansala tebasoma busome bakansala balondebwa abantu ogenda obateeseza n'okuzza bye bateesezza mulimu enkiiko ez'abakansala bokka ne waliwo enkiiko ezigasa abantu bonna ogezanga budget conference etulamu abatuuze abalonda bonna nga beetaaga okumanya ebiteeseddwa naye n'empapula ze bagaba mu nkiiko ezo nga batuyise ziba mu Luzungu omukadde yalonda omuntu oyo n'agaana olupapula nga tamanyi kyateeseddwa ebya NADS babiteesa mu Luzungu so nga abalimi wansi okutandika okugula enkumbi n'okulima tikyetaaga kgenda kusoma fera twasoma bwa agriculture n'olw'ensonga eyo okuyambibwa abantu bateese mu nnimi ennansi mu buli kitundu wooteeseza nga abantu bamanya ebiteesa n'okubaddiza ebiteeso kubanga n'abagiseemu okugenda bwe tulonda bwe baba basaba akalulu tebakasaba mu Luzungu wabula bakasaba mu nnimi mu bitundu ebyo balondebwa
amaanyi yanze byamugisha Enoka awatali walime tewadda era nganze nkyenteesa njagala abantu bateese mu lulimi oluzaaliranwa olulimi olunnansi Oluganda kubanga bwe bajja ewange tebajja nga basaba mu Luzungu kubanga already basaba mu Luganda kubakiikira mbawa akalulu basobole okuyitawo emanya gange awatali walime tewadda naye bakansala tebalina kye batukoledde wano emityana yaffe
bajja kibikola nga bateesa mu Luganda nga bw'ogambye
My name is Ojo Philip. I'm a new person in Mityana. But what I know is it is better for the councillors to speak in English. Reason being that sometimes we have the foreigners coming in the area, then they will need assistance from the councillors. Then second, there is a common market coming up. So we need the councillors to at least speak in English, which someone else can also understand.
Abanya Mutebi Godfrey. Zengamba bakansala balina kuteesa mu Luzungu olw'ensonga Museveni yateekawo program esomesa abaana bikiseera twagala abantu bajjumbira abantu basome Oluzungu basobole okwogera
bakansala bagende mu UPE
ekyokubiri kyetugamba ensonga yange eyokubiri gyegamba nti bakansala waakiri baseesa mu Luzungu mu disitulikiti mubamu abantu abasoma nga yinginiya Musoga oyinza okusanga nga akulira amazzi Muteeso katamanyi Luganda so tulina okuteesa mu Luzungu netumubulya ekizibu kyaffe ekiva mu ggombolola yaffe nga tukimubulya mu Luzungu akikole ki tunayogera Oluganda tajja tukola ki tutegeera yensonga tufuna emivyo nosanga badokita batukolere nga tubagamba oluki ekyokusatu ekituleetera ekintu ekyo bitweza tugenda mu parliament Uganda erimu amawanga mangi mulimu Omuganda Omuteeso Omukyoli mu parliament gye tubisindika tulente nobitambituka wani waffe benzo sampamalisa bwe tagenda kola ku kintu ekyo Muteeso tamanyi Luganda yensonga tuteesa mu Luzungu nze Wotondava Fred musajja tagererwa nzaawe nkiikirira ekibuga kino wooli ku district essebo naye tulina rules of procedures zetugoberera nga tuteesa mu council mulimu provision I don't remember naye ndowooza eri rule 62 provision yeyo egamba nti omuntu ajja kuteesanga mu lulimi ye lwawulira lwasobola okwogereramu naye nga ne banne balutegeera n'olwekyo osooka kusaba sipiika n'olwekyo nga Mityana district ekyo kiri catered 4 oli bw'aba awulira ng'Oluzungu mwasobola okunnyonnyolera ensonga ze ayogera Luzungu era waliwo ne bannaffe abamu mu district council abateesa mu Luganda ekyokubiri bwe tuba tuteesa bannaffe bano baleeta ebiteeso nga biri mu Luzungu minutes zikolebwa mu Luzungu kati kitegeeza nti technical staff ejja kujja n'Oluzungu eno gye n'Oluganda kati kino naye kyetaaga nti omuntu yadde anaaba ateesa mu Luganda naye alina okuba ne knowledge n'Oluzungu kubajjukira balibo bakuleetera wa diguri
bateese mu nnimi bbiri
nga forward kiri catered 4 kakati nga bwe nkutegeezezza
kale yesebo
nze bampita Ssenyonjo Daniel Suvi antula ku Busimbi Gombola area
kyengeza kugamba nti ffe tuli wano mu local government era nga decentralization wegamba abantu bangi nnyo bategeera ennimi zaabwe bwe tubeera Bunyoro banteesezza mu Lunyoro bwe tubeera mu Busoga bateese mu Busoga bwe tubeera ngo bateese mu Lulango olw'ensonga bwe bagamba nti bateesezza mu Luzungu lukalukaluka tusubwa abantu abalina omulamwa okujja ensonga zaabwe okuntu okuzikola ki kuzitegeera obulungi kati bw'obateeka mu Luzungu obasanga bakyesirikidde banga lyonna bateese mu lulimi olw'ekitundu ekyo
yesebo
amanya n'eddoboozi Ssaalongo Kibojjera ku Lwazi Mayiga Charles ankolera mu tawuni kanso wano
bateese mu lulimi ki bakansala abamu
nze nsaba bateese mu nnimi bbiri ekitundu ekisooka ekyokuteesa mu meeting baba bateeseza mu Luzungu ekyokubiri bakiteese mu lulimi okusinziira kitundu mwe baliwo oba bali ggulu boogere bannaggulu bawulira oba bali wano mu Buganda boogere Oluganda lwe tuwulira
yogedde ensonga Ssaalongo yesebo
wano Muyomba David naye mutuuze mu kibuga kino Mityana naye nga naye akatiza ku nsonga nti banteesezza mu lulimi Oluganda basabiramu akalulu kubanga abantu abasinga bamanyi lulimi olwo olw'ekitundu yesebo
tweyanzege yesebo
amanya agange yenze Idi Amini Dada bakansala banteesezza mu nnimi zaabwe ez'ebitundu ze balimu okugeza wano mu Buganda bateese mu Luganda ettoolo bateese mu Lutoolo
lwaki Dada
kisobozese abantu baayo okutegera kuba babeera bakiikirira ffe abantu abamanyi Oluzungu n'abatalumanyi ffenna babeera batukiikirira wamu mu nsonga eyo nsaba bakansala bateeze mu nnimi zaabwe okusinza mu bitundu byabwe sigadde nze Amini Dada wano Emityana
webale Dada yesebo
basebo ne banya batuliza nze Edward Muganga
mwami Muganga bateese mu lulimi
District Information Office Emityana tewali buzibu bwonna bwakuteesa mu Luganda oba mu Luzungu ekisingira ddala omuntu kwe kubanga ategedde ekyo kikyateesa naye n'ekyokubiri nti tetusobola kutta mukisa gwaba abantu abategedde ennimi ezisukka mu emu kubanga kakati omuntu okubanga wa mugaso eri ensi ateekwa okubanga amanyi ennimi ezisukka mu lumu so okumanya Oluzungu oba okumanya Oluganda tekyandibadde kikulu naye ebiteesibwa n'ebigenda mu maaso abantu babitegedde era njagala okutegeeza nti Emityana gavumenti erina policies nnyingi ez'okuweerera abaana abo banaabanga bamaze okusoma
bateese mu lulimi kinga bamaze okusoma
bateese mu lulimi Olungereza kubanga baba balutegeera
yesebo
nze byadde omukinjaje ng'ebikunda byange biri buswa bulongo nga sikirumyemu engeri gye njagala kabaka wange n'eggwanga lyange bateese mu lulimi Oluganda olw'ensonga oba mu lulimi Olunnansi omwana bwe batandika okwogera simanyi nti atandika Luzungu era bwe batofunye fiizi tasoma ngamba bwe nti tuteese mu nnimi ezitegeerekeka oluvannyuma tusobole okudda mu nnimi enzungu nga tuze mu palamenti olw'okuba nakiwandiikako ne mawulire mu mpapulo z'amawulire buno bupande bateeka kusimaya ku nguudo abamu Oluzungu tetumanyi naye ng'ebidduka tubimanyi ate nga tusobola okukozesa oluguudo gikole emirundi ebiri bateekekako Oluzungu n'akali mu
kitundu kuteesa n'obupande bwo ku nguudo yagala bubeere mu nnimi bbiri
kitundu awangale Ssaabasajja Kabaka
tweyanzege byaddo
amannya agange nze Paulo Ssanyu Kigozi Kasajja nze nteeseza ddala nti okuteesa kwonna eri omuntu alondeddwa kwandibadde mu lulimi Luzungu kubanga mu constitution yaffe kyayita nti olulimi Oluzungu lwe lulimi olwayisibwanga olw'eggwanga n'olw'ensonga eyo bwe tuba nga twagala tulukulaakulanye weewaawo tekuba kunyooma nnimi nnansi naye n'ekituweereza abaana kusobola kukozesa lulimi Luzungu n'olw'ensonga eyo oba twagala abaana baffe basome babeeremu n'ekisa ekyo nga baagala bateese mu Luzungu naye omuntu atalina busobozi aleme kweteeka mu kifo ky'atasobola twatajja kusobola kwogera Luzungu ng'ateesa
bawulidde yenyabo
amanya Immaculate Matovu nze nteesa bateese mu lulimi Olunnansi olw'ensonga council meeting eyeetuula ne bayita abantu ab'enjawulo okujja okubeeramu okuwuliriza naye abantu abo babeera baleese ebiseera ebisinga bateesa mu lulimi Oluzungu nga tebamanyi kyekinnyonnyola kye bawandiise
oba tebabitegeera bajja kuteesa mu Luganda nga bw'ogambye esebo
nze fema mefe kiboko ya buchafu dry cleaners Mityana ngamba bateese mu Lunnansi kubanga nange siri mu Uganda era mbanjagala mpulire biteesebwa mu Luzungu n'abapasita batulimba nga bavuga
yesebo kakwatire omuzindaalo
amanya agange mpikibwa Sengendo Strike mambo bado
tunula eno Sengendo
okuva ku Yato branch Mityana ndi musajja nasoma ebitabo bya nationalism nze sisobola kukiriziganya na muntu agamba wano ewaffe mu Buganda mu Uganda yaffe mbu omwana atandika okwogera Oluzungu nali nsomera ku Pride
bateese mu luliwa
Luganda olw'ensonga abamasa bamwe abali wano mukuba abaana kiboko mu lwaki boogedde oluzungu ku ssomero bazaalibwa buzungu
babakubira Luganda si Lungereza
nedda babakubira mu boogera Luganda onkubira tu olulimi lwange lw'ekinnansi wenva wannengende mbale boogera Luganda wengende eggulu boogera Luganda
ate Karamoja gye boogera Luganda bateese mu ki
era Oluganda balumanyise mugama wange
Walusimbi Fred gemanyi Walusimbi bateese mu luliwa
lunnansi buli kitundu olulimi lwe bategeera
yesebo
nze amannya gange nze Kibande Paulo abachina abakola amasimu ge tukozesa wano tebamanyi luzungu
bateese mu ki
bateese mu lulimi olunnansi buli we bagenda omuntu ategere ekintu wano bakansala babadde balayira for God muti for God agamba God kitegeeza ki tubateese mu lulimi olunnansi buli omu ategere
amanya agange nze Gamba William
nze kyenteesa kiri nesebo nze kyeŋŋamba lwaki olulimi olugwira tulusuusuuta nnyo wano lwaki tetuteesa olwaffe lwennyini olw'ekinnansi
amanya nze kuteesa fira ttone kyeŋŋamba Uganda tuteesa omulimi lwaffe olw'ekinnansi
batamanyi Luganda bateese mu luliwa
tekisoboka kubanga mu kibuga gye batamanyi Luganda bamugye mu luzungu badde bamunyonyi mu Luganda naye nga mukasa ate kunyonyola mu Luganda kutegeera muki ateesa ebiteeso
ne Pulezidenti Museveni waba asaba akalulu wano e Buganda akozesa Luganda n'agera engero bw'agenda Tooro n'ayogera olwayo bw'agenda Mwankole n'ayogera olwayo wano Muganda twasangibwa tulina olulimi lwaffe Oluganda bwe lutegeera kyova abensi eno edobongose kuteekamu bano
Luganda lwogambye
ogere Oluganda lwennyini ekintu kyetwagala kiba ekintu kimu wano tuli mu Uganda kabaka waffe bw'aba ateesa nga alina kyayogera ayogera mu Luganda bw'obeera eggulu bw'obeera Bungereza yogera Lungereza ne Uganda ogera Luganda kubanga abantu bannansi balegera Luganda ekyokubiri mu palamenti bassaamu ennimi oluzungu naye olaba abamu teboogera bonna Luganda
nyabo bateese mu lulimi ki bakansala bolonda
bateese mu lulimi lwabwe buli muntu kubanga buli muntu ategeera lulimi lwe
ekikulu twagala biteeso si lulimi bateese mu lulimi lwabwe kubanga lwebategeera bulungi
amanya lukwagomovadi nze nange ekyokwogera mu lulimi olunnansi nkyowagira olw'ensonga tulina ensi ezikulaakulanye okugeza nga China ekozesa olulimi olunnansi era ebintu byabwe byebakoze Uganda yaffe byebiri wano bye tukusinga okukozesa wano olulimi olunnansi kikulu nnyo abasinga basobola okuba n'omulamu omutuufu naye nga olwokuba nti baba tumanyi luzungu tebasobola kuteesa mamala ekiseera kyenda nga tebateesa
ebirungi biggwa byokya bannasinga bakutta omuliro ku nsonga y'olulimi bakansala lwe baagala bateeseemu wazira abanywanyi bantemezaako nti ekiseera kyekyo nange sijja kudda mu kukeremeta nti amanyo galiko emmere bwojja gatema muli nze Anist Wisdom Kiyonga abakyatulinda mukole nga bannasingo eyo gye muli gye tujja yogera naffe wakudda ku lwokuna olujja mu kitundu ekirala n'omulamu omulala kambazi olwa munywanyi munnaffe Farida Nakazibwe abongera amawulire amalala agali mu NTV akawungeezi
webale nnyo Honest Wisdom Kiyonga abantu boogedde kati kiri eri mmwe abali mu bukulembeze oba bali mu buyinza okulaba oba ebirowoozo byabwe birina amakulu gye gakoze gye muli NTV yogera naffe bwe tebegenze kati ate katulaba akatale k'ensimbi nga bwe kayimiridde mu bibanda bya Kampala ebyenjawulo
akatale k'ensimbi kakutuusibwako
Insurance Company of East Africa, ICEA, standing by you. Medical insurance. When your health takes an unexpected turn, our medical insurance policy will cover your medical expenses. Let's worry about the bills. Insurance Company of East Africa, ICEA, standing by you.
Dakiika ziri ya 35 eziise kusaawa mukatumbule mukatono ddala tulina ekitundu eky'ebyemizannyo tova.
NTV, turning on your world. Today's highlight.
This is what you get for messing with the boss lady.
I don't really think this is a good time for you to be drinking. It's not a good idea.
Oh no, why not?
Why not? Because alcohol and depression are not a good combination for anyone. Believe me, there's not a
Today's highlight.
And the change of government won't stop a thing. I've run out of fingers counting the number of multinationals setting up here. What about the 3 companies that announced their plans to launch last week? I say they're shortly. Me, I'd be looking to sell. At what price? More. Much, much more. I don't know who you are or how you know these things, but one thing I'm sure of, you're in the wrong job. Here, call me tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd like to hear more from you.
Are you ready for your big break? The East African, understanding the region.
You're watching Morning at NTV.
Very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, all the lovers in the house. Allow me to say happy Valentine's Day. And in honor of that, I would like to do something quite, for lack of a better word, quintessential, like my friend Joel Senyonyi would say. And, I'm not going to go for me, Happy Valentine's Day. This rose is going to my beautiful wife. And I like to say, for many more happy Valentines to come, happy Valentine. Now, to all the lovers in the house, this day is celebrated all over the world. A time that people take off to celebrate the people they love. Here at Morning at NTV, we have power-packed this show. We have prepared it beyond your wildest dreams. We're going to learn something that you can do later in the day. But if you haven't wished your lover a happy Valentine's Day, I think it's time to send that SMS or that Facebook message or that WhatsApp and say happy Valentine's Day. My name is Brian, coming to you live from the Kampala Serena Hotel, and joining us at the NTV studios in the International Conference Center is Mabel Kebirungi and Joel Senyonyi, and of course joining us via Skype in the land of Idinda is Simon Kasiate. Wherever you're watching from, whether in the US, whether in Uganda or in the rest of Africa, you can go to youtube.com/NTVUganda live, and you can be able to stream whatever is going on. A happy Valentine's to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show started with our question of the day. There you go, and because it's Valentine's Day, we decided to make this quite simple on you. When did Uganda gain her independence? Head over to Facebook, that is Morning at NTV, and you can also tweet us at Morning at NTV. Feel free to tag us at MBGold2, at Mebkeb, at Kasiat, at Joel Sanyini, and at Dakabachigongo, and at NTV Uganda. Let us know the answers. The winner will walk away with a fantastic prize, that is an NTV mag, and also send us an SMS 6565. Some people have said that today is one of those days that lovers, especially if you are playing 1 by 2 by 4 by 10, you are finding the most creative ways to be in all locations at the same time. We wish you good luck. But crossing over to Mayba at the NTV studios at the International Conference Center with the stories that are making headlines. This morning at NTV. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Brian, and a very good morning on this Valentine's Day. This is Morning at NTV. Thank you for joining us. I am Mebo Kebirunji, and these are some of the stories that are making headlines. The Soroti Municipality MP, Mike Mukula, denounces any plans to contest the NRM flag bearer position, and the FDC Secretary General Alice Alaso turns down a position to chair PAC of Parliament.
You're watching Morning at NTV.
Soroti Municipality MP Mike Mukula has denounced any plans to contest the NRM flag-bearer position. Once touted as a potential presidential candidate for the 2016 election, Mukula said he will support the incumbent President Museveni. Mukula has also appended his signature to a motion backing Museveni's candidacy. Maurice Ochol reports.
The president has taken lock, horn and barrel of political destiny of the ruling party as the NRM party retreat at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi comes to its climax. This is after more than 200 MPs signed a motion backing his candidacy as NRM flag bearer in 2016. Amongst those backing the president is Soroti Municipality MP Mike Mukula. In 2011, the leaked US cables WikiLeaks claimed that Mukula had expressed interest in contesting for the highest office. Mukula's revelations in WikiLeaks had also ruffled feathers within the high echelons of the NRM after he claimed that the president was grooming his son to succeed him. But the former health state minister, like the proverbial soul-turned Paul, attempted to end his isolation in Chankwanzi when he told all and sundry that he would back Museveni in 2016. Yes.
And my position is that if he has accepted that he's going to stand, and I've just come into the conference, yes, I will obviously, in keeping with the discipline of the party, yes, I will stand down my candidacy.
It has also come to light that about 10 members of the Central Executive Committee, the highest organ of the ruling party, have endorsed the president's candidacy.
I now have over 10 members of SEC signing this resolution. I am so excited about it. And that means that SEC is equally going to pass the resolution.
Lawmakers also mooted a plan to introduce a tough law that will regulate money lending in the country after a litany of complaints by those who have lost property to Shylocks.
People, not only within the leadership, but within also the public, they are quite concerned about money lending. Yes. Now we have got the Money Lenders Act. The Money Lenders Act is quite an obsolete law, and it's an outdated law. It's a colonial law.
Lawmakers also backed the president's proposal not to give bail to rapists and defilers.
Yes. Giving bail to those who rape, those who defile, yes, giving bail to those who sodomize should not be really that you have to be giving them bail. So, in his opinion, we have to come up with a law to say that they are not supposed to come out on bail, which the caucus members all do agree that those who rape, those who defile, those who sodomize other people's children, there's need for them to be given bail.
However, most MPs want the president to assent to the controversial anti-homosexuality bill. The president has said he will only assent to the bill unless it's proven by scientists that homosexuality is not a genetic disorder. The caucus meeting at Chankwanzi has unanimously endorsed the Anti-Corruption Bill 2013, which, if passed into law, will result into the confiscation of property owned by the corrupt. Makinde East MP John Simbwa is behind this private bill. Maurice Ochol, NTV.
The Forum for Democratic Change Secretary General Alice Alaso has turned down a position to chair the coveted Oversight Public Accounts Committee of Parliament. In her communication to the party, Alaso said she was withdrawing from the role because she lacks the knack for figures. Alaso prefers to be appointed as a commissioner in the place of Aswa County MP Regan Okumu, who then can head PAC. Agnes Nandutu reports.
As the largest opposition party attempts to realign itself ahead of 2016, the recent appointments in Parliament continue to cause unease. The Secretary General, Alice Alaso, is amongst those who have rejected her posting to the Oversight Public Accounts Committee. When NTV contacted Alaso, who is in the United Kingdom on official duty, she promised to comment later because she was locked in a meeting.
I'll communicate to you later in the day.
Ugandans are eager to know.
Agnes, I'm in a meeting. I'll talk to you later, please.
When contacted after an hour, Alaso did not return the call.
Your call cannot be taken at present. Please leave a message after the tone.
According to a statement which is circulating on social media, Alaso says she was appointed without consultation. The statement reads, "I thank NEC for assigning me to the chair, PAC. Unfortunately, I am not able to take this due to my inability and lack of expertise in figures. I'm only a historian, social worker and policy analyst. If only I had been consulted, I would have informed NEC of my inadequacies earlier. I have no background in accounts, finance and auditing. Please reassign." However, newly appointed Shadow Information Chief Nabila Nagai says it is not true.
This day of technology, someone could have hacked onto her page, or somebody could have posted that. Sometimes somebody tags somebody on a post. So I can't confirm that. So as a party, will come out with the right information as soon as she's back in the country.
Alaso is now serving her third term in Parliament and has been one of the most eloquent opposition politicians. She has also been one of General Muntu's closest confidant and played a crucial part in the election of the current FDC president in November 2012. Alaso becomes the third MP to reject General Muntu's appointment. The outspoken Aru County MP Odonga Oto rejected the appointment as Shadow Internal Affairs Minister, saying he preferred a position as chairperson of an oversight committee, while Odo Tayewa of Ishaka municipality rejected his posting to the Parliamentary Pension Fund.
When you come to Parliament, you don't come and fight for positions. You should be prepared to serve in any position of your party when you are given that position. You shouldn't be able to choose that I want this, I want this, I want this. And some people go campaigning. I've never campaigned for any position.
Do not begin to allocate parts of the animal before you have even killed it. You know, you say, I want the left leg, I want the back, I want the arm. The animal is not falling down. What are you talking about? It's a wishful thought. The best is spare all your energy, go out in a united manner, kill the animal, sit down, skin it, then you can now say which leg goes to who.
Our mandate in Parliament is not to struggle for positions. Our mandate in Parliament is to represent the people of Uganda and pause and also give Parliament and the country an alternative policy.
The General Muntu party leadership is also walking a tightrope after replacement of Nandala Mafabi from the coveted position of leader of opposition caused a firestorm.
A very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, and it's the time right now is 15 minutes past 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Valentine's Day. And I can see there's a red
No prizes for guessing why I'm in red. Brian, earlier on, I saw you trying to extend that flower to me, and I said, but Brian, and they are here saying no bail for sodomy, and you're giving me a flower. You have your flower.
No, I sent this flower to my wife. Sure. Joining us live via Skype is Simon Kasiate in Jinja. Simon, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you doing, guys?
I can see a red, what do they call those things?
My red sash. Indeed, I prepared you guys some wonderful red surprise with my red bow tie, but unfortunately, for technical reasons, my neck cannot fit inside my
technical reasons.
So I can't put on my red bow tie.
Too much eating. When you eat like you've been hired, that's what happens. Good morning to you all the way from Bupa, Dengo.
But the fashion trends these days are that someone must wear a slim fit shirt. I think I took the word slim fit a little bit too literally, and now I think it is undersized shirt.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. What exactly are you doing in Jinja?
Well, you must appreciate that I work for NTVUganda Limited, who have the mandate to run the Narubare and Kira hydropower dams. And so every once in a while I have to come to the ground and see what exactly is happening with our operations here in Jinja.
Hey.
Maybe for the benefit of our viewers, you may wish to know exactly where in Jinja I am. If you look at the view
for accountability purposes, you might be here in South Sudan and
right outside my window over there to the far end is the River Nile. So you can see I'm in a very swanky office. By the River Nile. It's like an extremely breathtaking scenario.
Right.
And what a way to start Valentine's Day morning.
I'm not too sure I see the river, but being a man of faith, I will believe you.
Well, what do we have this morning in the papers?
Well, I wake up to some shock headline in the Daily Monitor that tells us that members of parliament at the Chankwanzi retreat have backed President Museveni's undying quest to have you sodomites, you defilers, you
You're talking about Moroga, I hope. Not me. But look, of course many people are thinking, wait a minute, previously the president has wanted bail scrapped for treason suspects, apparently those that are involved in economic sabotage and that kind of thing. And here we are looking at this, okay, for sodomy, defilement, rape suspects. And some people are thinking, all right, what these guys do is not a good thing, yeah? But if we are slowly but surely going to begin eroding bail, before we know it, you are arrested on the street for protesting, you'll be denied bail. And that's the concern of many Ugandans. I don't know what your concern would be, Simon.
Well, in this case, what I don't see prominently featuring in this story is denying bail to people who have been engaged in some kind of political agitation. But you see, when it starts like this, from scrapping bail from for other offenses, who knows, this could be stretching over to political agitators, and before you know it, you will have indeed, not only will you have one presidential candidate unopposed from his own party, but you may find you have only one guy on the ballot paper because all the other potential guys have been put in jail and denied bail just ahead of the polling.
Right. Well, of course, they've not done it surreptitiously this time round. They've come out in the open and done this, but you see, my concern is that let's have the judicial process expedited because after all, these guys are suspects. Let's cut them some slack. They are innocent till proven guilty. So if we can have the process expedited, the challenge is these guys are arrested and then released, and the case is ongoing 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and people out there are thinking, wait a minute, our girl was defiled. She's probably even passed on already, and that kind of thing. So expedition of the judicial process would go a long way in remedying this situation. Denying of bail, I'm not too sure it does some help.
A justice friend of mine says that when he gets such cases, especially where it comes to aggravated robbery or murder, he finds it very difficult to grant bail because he also doesn't see the sense in this. If he releases this suspect, there's a likelihood that the public is going to lynch him. So isn't this good for the justice system?
Depending, but again, if you're talking about people have always, the reason people have always lynched suspects is because they feel police is not doing its job in as far as investigation is concerned. They take forever to do so. They feel the judicial system is infused and encapsulated in this whole corruption.
Joey, if I'm in at this point in time and speak from the perspective of an aggrieved person, take it for example. 8-year-old daughter has been defiled by this man, and clearly there is every evidence glaringly showing that this defilement crime did take place, and this person is arraigned before the courts of law, and just before you can even reach home, the man has already picked up his bail forms, filled them up, and is granted bail and is roaming free. posing a risk to other potential young children, but also not serving you as justice. So maybe try to look at it from the aggrieved point of view. Perhaps putting these people away and saving society from, because it's been clear that many offenders are not always first-time offenders, and their second attempt at offending is always done during that time when they are on bail over a similar crime.
Right. Of course, I certainly do commiserate with the families of these aggrieved parties. I certainly do. God help the man who will ever touch my sister and later on my daughter. Right. It's a bad thing to do, yeah? Yes. But you see, if we want to put away with these men, and I think we should put them away, can we put them away legally? So, point is, expedite the process, deal with the case, get it out of the way. If he's guilty, then lock him up, yeah? But having somebody locked up, the case is dragging on 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, that's not fair. It's not right. The
drag on is not so much because maybe of some kind of incompetence or the undesirable need to have them expedited. It's perhaps because of the inadequacies in judicial officers. You know very well that the backlog of cases in the courts of Uganda could actually take us another 10 years behind. So perhaps maybe one needs to go into the process of recruitment and revamping the judicial process. But going further into the day monitor, Joel, I have seen for the first time a huge capitulation of incompetence coming in from a politician. For once, a politician has come out and spoken the truth. Ali Salaso saying she's extremely incompetent and unable to handle the docket of chairperson Public Accounts Committee.
You see,
for me, I have never seen this in my life.
Kudos to her. And this man seemed to have extrapolated the words he used. Well, let me quote her here. I thank NEC for assigning me to chair PAC. Unfortunately, I'm not able to take up this due to my inability and lack of expertise in figures. I'm only a historian, social worker, and political analyst. And yes, of course, she's saying I'm grossly incompetent and that kind of thing. It is good she's coming out to say that, look, I am not ubiquitous. I cannot do everything. But we seem to see some kind of sabotage here. Odonga Oto throws in the towel, says, no, I don't want the position. Tayebwa says, I do not want it. Ali Salaso is coming up and saying, look, I am not going to do this.
Tayebwa who?
Odo Tayebwa.
Who?
You should know who your members of parliament are.
We should not try, with all due respect, I think we should put some of the things into perspective.
Yeah.
Ado Tayebwa.
There you go.
I can understand Adi Salaso. She's a brand name, kind of, with good name recognition. But when you drop the name Ado Tayebwa, let me ask, Brian, which constituency does Ado Tayebwa represent?
I actually don't know.
Very good. There we are. So clearly, for Ado, it is, but Adi Salaso, now, that means for her, what is it about her social sciences that makes her qualified as an MP for where she comes from? What is it? I thought for anyone to become
but for member of parliament, all you need is senior 6 qualification.
On the technical staff in parliament, they have got clerks, and they also have got technically competent people on the same committee.
Certainly.
Why wouldn't she work with these people as a team?
And I think that's where I fault her too. She's coming in as a leader. You don't have to know everything. For goodness sake, to be president of Uganda, I do not have to be all-knowing, etc., etc. You've got people around you. Yours is to come in as the leader, steer this thing and make it run.
But so gentlemen,
I think this is unfortunate.
Gentlemen, yesterday I asked you this particular question, and I was very concerned because Cassiano is a very strong, he was a very strong chairman. Nandala was a very strong chairman. And I asked, do you think this lady will be competent enough to run PAC? And a day later, hours later, she's saying no.
Well, that same question would have been asked about Nandala Mafabi before he took over office. The people who thought, but this man is just coming in, will he really manage?
How someone speaks stuff and how they frown their faces and how they rap through their words. If that is the measure of strength, then Nandala and Cassiano were extremely firebrand chairpersons of the Public Accounts Committee, as opposed to the soft-spoken, nicely and, easygoing Alice Alaso.
But I've always known her as somebody who is calm but tough.
It must be with the ability to ask the defining questions and steer a committee to do exactly that is charged to do. And I do not think that anyone who is proud to have a university degree, anyone that has served in parliament at that level, anyone who has been participating in anti-corruption crusades as Alice Alaso has been over the years, can come at this point in time and claim incompetence. If she's incompetent to lead the PAC, then I would rather she further declares her further incompetence to be anything else in that parliament.
So you think it was a very bad decision from her?
Well, in the inside pages of the Daily Monitor from where I'm seated, I can see that the city dwellers were running roughshod over the streets, buying themselves wonderful flowers and other paraphernalia that's going in for Valentine's Day. Brian, have you sent your bouquet of flowers yet?
He bought one miserable flower here for his wife.
No, my wife didn't like flowers, so that works.
Aren't you lucky? Well, I see that in the Daily Monitor it's reported that a man banned his wife for failing to give birth. Now, such a story coming on a day where love is celebrated, I think it's a total travesty, and I think a wake-up call that men need to up their game and behave a bit more responsibly and less impulsively. What do you think, Joel?
I think we certainly need to. As men, we are responsible for much havoc that goes on. You probably might disagree with that, but this is a day to reflect, you know. Love the lady, for goodness sake. Treat her like she is. Earlier on, I had Brian talking about men who are now trying to, you know, they're thinking, okay, there's somebody in Kampala, there's another one in Jinja. How do I balance the two? I can't be in Jinja and Kampala at the same time. I'm not talking about you, though. There's a guy I met, and this guy has 2 wives. I was asking him, but boss, what is wrong with you? How can you get to have 2 wives? He told me, you see, Joel, when you have 1 wife, she fights with you. When you have 2 wives, they fight for you. Apparently, for him, that was working for him. But hopefully, we get to reflect on this good day and see how we polish ourselves up.
But Simon, a question. Do most men actually understand the complexities of failing to give birth? Do they know that it may be your fault or the woman's fault? Do they just think...
For the most part, men do not, they do not even want to take responsibility of the intelligence of a child. They don't want to take responsibility of the sex of a child. I mean, here you have a man banning his wife for failing to give birth. The same man would still ban his wife if she delivered 2 girls in succession.
And if, by the way, scientifically, it's the man
banning his wife. The children fail to mark to an average grade in their class. So clearly, I think it's a case of misinformation, a case of chauvinism, and a case of a patriarchal society gone so bad.
Right. We certainly need to see how we extricate ourselves from this. Further in the monitor, I see here an interesting one. LRSO quote Odiambo feared dead. Of course, this is alluded to some of those that did desert, and they're saying this guy is actually long gone, and many are thinking, all right, this seems to be some good headways that we are making.
All right, I'll move to the red paper, and
very red it is.
Very red.
I'm looking forward to reading from you in the red paper, especially on Valentine's Day morning.
But I'll first go to the headline, and we know the story that has been going on is the chaos at Chankwanzi, and the MPs endorsing.
You might want to define chaos.
Well, some people have branded it chaos, or others are calling themselves immature for kneeling down. But the Mbabazi camp vows to spill blood because of what happened.
It is going to be bloody, like they say. They will certainly not take this lying low, because Honorable Mbabazi has people that are for him, you know, that are very subservient to him, and they feel, wait a minute, we've gotten a raw deal out of this. They're going to put up a fight. I'll not be too surprised if yesterday we read Honorable Mbabazi saying that yesterday's papers that he's supporting this, he wants the president to return and that kind of thing. I will not be shocked if he comes back to eat his words, or at least some of them.
But I think for me, my view is that by Mbabazi appending his signature, he was also trying to play some kind of ball. Let's remember that there was a similar situation in Chankwazi so many years ago, where some firebrand members of the NRM said no to a third time, and of course we all know what happened to them. So now Mbabazi has put Museveni in a corner as well, because now Museveni, in his impending cabinet reshuffle, is certainly going to think twice to drop Amama Mbabazi. He will neither drop him, neither will he demote him. So I clearly see that Mbabazi is going to remain the linchpin that he is in the NRM. And who knows, he could surprise us and go against his word in 2015 and throw in the spanner in the works. But looking into the business section, I have been pleasantly, or should I say, I'm a little bit shocked by a story I'm seeing here in the Daily Monitor of Talo Oil PLC considering selling part of its stake in Uganda's oil field. It's been developing with Total, SA and Sinop to focus on its Kenyan operation. What's happening here? We recently saw a memorandum of understanding being signed between these 3 oil companies and the government of Uganda. Now Talos seems to be on the verge of jumping ship. But what is it saying from the hard copies of the Daily Monitor you have there, guys?
Well, of course, they feel we beat off a lot more than we could chew. But you see, this process has been ongoing again and again. Now sign, now don't sign, now eventually sign. You're pulling out. And many people are thinking, wait a minute, could there be many underhand things going on that Ugandans do not know about? So we are leaving a lot of room for suspicion, a lot of room for ambiguity, something that need not happen. We need to see this oil issue sorted out once and for all, for goodness sake. And we begin to reap some fruit from our oil.
Well, Simon, what more is in the Daily Monitor?
From where I sit, I can see many other stories, but one that possibly we need to put our finger on is the reported death of this LRA commander Okoto Diambo, who is one of those, by the way, indicted by the International Criminal Court. Clearly, with recent reports where we indicated that Joseph Kony was seeking for pardon and was willing to come out of hiding and seek forgiveness as opposed to face the music at the ICC. With the death of Odiambo, how close do we see the surrendering of Joseph Kony for that matter?
Joseph Kony, well, they say he's still running around with about 100 troops. We don't know how far true that is. One thing is for sure is that he has been weakened, yeah? But again, we've probably taken too long to nip this guy out, you know? And we keep saying now he's lessened in as far as his troops are concerned, so he poses less of havoc. But you see, even when there are about 50 of them, they go, you know, and cause a bit of havoc, kill 1 or 2 people, and then one life lost is one life too many. So I think we need to sort this out once and for all. And I feel we have capacity. I keep thinking, wait a minute, we've gone to Sudan, we've pacified the place, we've been to Somalia, we've been to Car, we've been to all these places, yeah? But one man running around apparently with 100 people, all we can get is this counter suit and I don't know what else.
This suspense.
I keep thinking, why?
The theater of war is a bit different. The theater of war, I know, is a bit very different, and I am sure that could have been worse. They may not even have captured his Kaunda suits. But for you who have the privilege of having the hard copy of the Daily Monitor on the table, what's my favorite pull-out magazine saying? That is
Scoop, you mean?
Start my weekend.
Continuing to talk a lot about Valentine's Day. By the way, I probably need to inform you married men. Probably not you, but some married men out there, you know. For some of you men, you could probably, it would be good if you surprised your girlfriend this Valentine's by introducing her to your wife. That would probably be a very good surprise. I'm not too sure how it will pan out, but let's see how it goes.
Those kinds of tricks up your sleeve, I am now not surprised by your marital status, Joel.
they don't catch latecomers, my friend. You know. And by the way, the other day somebody was bugging, but Joel, why are you not married yet? What is wrong with you? I told them, you see, God made wonderful, nice ladies, and He put them in every corner of the world, and then He made the world drunk. So just when I'm about to reach it, the world rotates. You were saying
this man is really he's very humorous this morning. I think he's trying to attract some Valentine dates. But a story, and I will quickly wrap up with this, Simon. Story in the Next magazine of a couple that says, we survived a bomb attack on Valentine's Day. And I think it goes on to re-echo the fact that while we are celebrating today, we need to make sure that we are safe. You know, if you see anything suspicious,
been terror alerts all over the place, so this is the time to be a lot more careful as people go out to, you know, celebrate and so on.
I think safety goes beyond the places one goes to,
Certainly.
in mind that yesterday was International Condom Day.
Yesterday, and we'll be talking about that in a bit.
13th of February was International Condoms Day, and that is always a wake-up call for people to be safe. So you may go around and run roughshod simply because it's the so-called Valentine.
Right.
But I think you need to keep a bit more safe than being in the right places. You need to have yourself well checked to ensure that today doesn't begin a life sentence that is unwanted diseases, pregnancies, and all the other paraphernalia of agonies that come when you do not play it safe.
Right. You sound like a counselor. It's long since I haven't had you giving such serious counsel, my friend.
Your father. Well, we'll have it. That's all we had for you on our press review. And grab a copy of the Daily Monitor or the Red Pepper. Get to read the rest of the stories. Coming up, the big story with Simon. Stay with us. Good morning.
How long is that going to take?
This Valentine's Day will be very special for lovers at Kampala's premier nightclub, Governor. 2 lucky couples will win a night at the classic Kampala Serena Hotel, plus a 1-year Governor membership card. Book your table for two at only 200,000 shillings, which entitles you to entrance, dinner for two, courtesy of Kampala Serena Hotel, and a Bailey's Irish Cream gift hamper. Single ladies will pay only 20,000 for entry. Lovers will be serenaded by live jazz, soul, and R&B music by Black Roots Unlimited. Don't miss this year's Valentine special at Governor. Whatever your mood, we got the color.
Maybe I wish that you would, 'cause you keep telling me.
The average age of the entire national team is under 18.
The primary role of Team Uganda is to remain to Division 2.
Probably that's the only thing that can make one or two rugby fans smile, that the clubs are doing well.
The players haven't put on they haven't wore the game faces. They're not the animals we saw last season, because Ferguson had the same group of players and he did deliver the Holy Grail, which is the title.
On the next episode of La Patrona.
It was much worse, inhumane. She killed her unborn child. She brought on a miscarriage.
You think it's easy for me to lose Gabriella? She's my everything. Look, I don't know if she did everything they said she did, but I still love her.
Alejandro, my love, come for me, please. Alejandro.
I want you manly, married, and with children.
La Patrona.
I was going to my hall, someone came from my back and was
how tugenda okwebaka ekiro yanga mwami omanyi ewakeko nange omulundi gw'ogusembayo.
I went to the nurse and I asked why is it that our father is negative and for us we are positive.
Every time I find a story of assault of one person to another, I get disturbed.
Mwayombye ekiro lwaleeta suzeewo lwe bakwokezza naze poza kimu nti mujja wange yanjokezza.
Kino ekyafa kino kyali kyakulira muno mu lubuto.
The Irene I know just loves music and loves to sing. I've never seen her even smoke a cigarette.
The days of legal trade in slaves are history, following its abolition in the 1800s.
They tie you like this. That's when I started getting past.
Everybody has a story, but yours will only become our story when you share it.
Oluvannyuma lwa lutalo abaana bangi batwalibwa ab'ekika era bulala basigadde
abamu bajja ne babakima
era twagende mu Lukola eyo inakasongola mu Buluri twagende mu Butale babalaaro okubuuza omwana oyo mumanyi
nti mukwate obutonde obwekonkome mukwate obutonde bwa Ebola mubuteeke mu nsigo omuzungu ayogedde palamenti muyise bosi basajja omulembe guno gutuusemu n'abantu n'entondo kati waliwo n'emyaka egy'entondo
waliwo yakiŋŋamba
bamugamba muŋŋambe bulungi kati munkwate empola.
Dokita buli akwata bayibuli eno ajja kusomera bintu nga ye bw'alowooza. For example, waliwo controversy yaliwo tobeera mu ssuuti ate n'oteeka mu gganduula olina kubeerako kimu
kubanga okusomesezza tumaze emyaka 2 tusomesa bannayuganda eddembe lyammwe mulimanyi oluusi n'obusobozi obulina
nakulabira abaganda baagala kabaka
You don't have any way to prove it, darling.
Andre Gurgel oversaw all the steps of my designs.
You mean you spent the very last of the money I had in this country? Now how am I supposed to get myself out of the mess you put me in, you imbecile?
Can't imagine what else you would possibly have to say to me about Leonardo.
No, I wanted to talk to you about Armando.
Well, I'm sure they truly care for each other. It's easy for anyone to see that. And besides, they've been together for a very long time now.
Want to have lunch?
I do, but I need to wake up first.
It's too early to think about lunch. I didn't even have breakfast yet.
Listen to me, Horatio Cortez. And you learn that no man will ever dump me.
I'm gonna blow your mind and I'm gonna twist your taste buds. The flavors are already coming together. I can feel them. Very lovely, very appetizing, very powerful. Remember, the way you see it, the way you like it, is the way you get it from my kitchen to your kitchen.
Is tough, but you suck it up and you stick through the good times and the bad times. What kind of example are you setting for your sister who is about to walk down the aisle herself?
Shut up, Nandi. Seriously, you just keep poking and poking at other people's relationships. You're like a cancer.
Ati, I hope you're discussing fashion because you have everything under control, yes? And the only crisis we're going to have is you clashing with the red carpet.
We've met mystics, and that's what marriage is all about. Mystics and forgiveness. For better or for worse.
I'm sorry, but I've got to ask.
Nothing happened between me and Lucia.
Well, Lulu is not here, and if she comes, I'll let her know you're here. You picked the wrong person to mess with, Lucy.
You're watching Morning at NTV.
Oh, just sit. All right, welcome back. It's the big story. Joel Senyun is my name. Joining us, of course, via Skype is Simon Kasiate. Now, yesterday was International Condom Day, and there's people that feel, wait a minute, we are now celebrating Condom Day, and some people feel the rate at which we are propagating the gospel of condoms seems like we are giving a license to people to go on rampage. But then there's the flip side. There's those that will tell you, truthfully, people are sexually active, and if they are to be sexually active, they better do it safe. All right, so we'll reflect on this and see how this goes. My guest this morning, we've got Miss Martha Mbabazi Atai. She is a public health practitioner responsible for quality HIV counseling and testing for AHF. AHF happens to be AIDS Healthcare Foundation. You're welcome, madam.
Thank you.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Good for you. We also have Dr. Penina Amor. She is responsible for the management and strategic leadership of AHS programs in 11 African countries. You're welcome, doctor.
Thank you.
How are you this morning?
Very good.
Doctor, International Condom Day. Many people looked at this and they thought, wow, this sounds epic. We have International Condom Day. Tell us a bit about it. How did it come to be? And why International Condom Day anyway?
It's been around for quite a while. It was started by an organization in Australia. And the main reason for starting that close to Valentine's Day was really to promote safer sex and condom use. Because we know that on Valentine's Day, you know, a number of people, couples get together. So we want to ensure that even when they're getting together, they are not forgetting to protect themselves. So our main aim is to ensure that, you know, safer sex is promoted also around, around Valentine's Day. Yeah.
I should jump to Simon in a bit, but before I do, Martha, there's people that feel condoms are promoting promiscuity a great deal. Of course, there's the flip side. Like I said earlier on, people are sexually active, and one would think, all right, are we actually availing safer sex as opposed to promoting a lot more promiscuity if you're to have a yardstick of sorts? How does it weigh?
Well, if you get back to the history of the fight against HIV in our country, spearheaded by the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Health back in the 90s, which earned us a mileage in running down the epidemic. The strategy was ABC and C being condom use. But down the way, we've seen it has gone down. And the HIV prevalence is stepping up. According to the AIDS Sero Survey of 2011, we realized that HIV prevalence has gone up from 6 to 7.3, which is alarming. And so that points to behaviors. People are actually sexually active. We know there are a number of factors that are affecting behaviors. The young adults are getting exposed to pornographic materials, and they would like to try out some of these behaviors. And if we do not talk more and sensitize people about condom use or safe sex, then we are going to have more and more numbers of people infected with HIV and other sexually transmitted infections. Incidentally, we are looking at condoms as a dual method, preventing HIV and STIs, other STIs, but also pregnancy. These days for young ladies, the scare is on getting pregnant.
They're actually more concerned about that. I keep thinking, wait a minute, this sounds bizarre. Studies have been done at the university especially. Exactly. At each time I'm told these guys are actually more afraid of getting pregnant than they are of catching HIV.
Because they wouldn't take responsibility of another being, but they would rather take care of themselves even if they got infected, because there is free medication.
Let me allow someone to jump in here. Simon, I know you are a parent. Many times you hear parents packing condoms for their 14, 15, 16-year-olds. Your child is probably not that age yet, but would you pack condoms for your child?
Well, I'll start by saying hello to Penny and Martha there in the studio.
Hi.
And whether or not I would pack condoms for my daughter, that's a little bit jumping the gun. But I want to take on from where Martha did stop. When Martha or Penny, I can't quite get who exactly say that they have to continue talking more about the need to use condoms. And for the most part, some people are actually taking offense with how much vigor is going on with the promotion of condoms. That now the promotion of condoms supersedes any form of decency, that you have condom adverts running during the time when families are gathered together with little infants watching television, and there goes on an advert for condom O. So you find little 4-year-olds and 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds talking about condom O. Yes, that possibly will save them a life in the next 10 years, but isn't that a bit too early to sensitize people in that age bracket?
Definitely, I think, the appropriateness of the message is important, and they're also concerned that you don't want a 4-year-old start asking about condom use, and how would you as a parent start discussing that? So I think that is equally important, but I also think we are limited in terms of when do you actually air these messages. We know that, let's say at 9 p.m. when some young children may still be awake, that's the time when you're going to have most adults watching TV. So it's the time when they watch TV, and you also want to ensure that they are not missing the message. So you still find that, I think striking the balance is the important thing. So I don't know whether we can have more slots available for just similar messages.
But let's take an example of yesterday's wonderfully made promotion that you carried out on key strategic roundabouts around the city.
Oh yes, I saw that and I thought, wow.
Dummy condom men standing by roundabouts at the time when parents are taking their children to school. And children are extremely observant and very inquisitive these days. So what do you expect a parent carrying a 5-year-old into kindergarten and meeting a dummy condom man on that roundabout in Katwe? What kind of questions do you think this 4-year-old is going to develop, and to what extent do you think the parent is able to answer these questions without feeling out of place?
And some were actually giving away these condoms to the parents of these kids. Yes, but they want to take that.
Now, I would like to relate this to the sex education argument that has been on. And I think it's important that the parents come in at this point to be able to give information to the children. If the child has seen a condom, a parent should be able to explain why is this being done, because in a short time to come, these children will be in time to try out some of these things. So it's important that the parents educate the children at home.
Doctor, what's obtrusively clear is that...
sorry, Joel. Joel, just as an adjoiner, Penny and Martha, it's clear from the statistics I have that condom use has significantly declined in Uganda, and there's an example of between 2006 and 2011 where we had a decline from 47% to 29%. Now, with all this vigorous campaigning that you have done over the years, why do you think the use of condoms continues to decline as you increase your campaign? I mean, I don't see a connection there that possibly gives me a logical answer.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah, I want to say that in terms of vigorousness of the campaigns, that hasn't really happened over the past years. I think maybe if you notice how many people actually advertising condom use, there are very few. I think UHMG has done a good job of that over the past years, and we have also been doing that. However, I think there was more condom promotion in the late 90s and early 2000 regarding condom use, and then that got dropped along the way. More of the A and B message was being promoted. And that led to numbers in terms of condom use actually dropping a lot. So for us, it is really bringing back the discussion around condom use. You know, if we are promoting A and B, C has to be, you know, part of it, because realistically, you know, we do promote abstinence, especially school-going children. You know, we want them to delay their first sexual debut. However, we know that they're eventually going to have sex, and you have to ensure that they are prepared and they're knowledgeable enough to, you know, to know what decision to make when they're going to have that sex, and we want them to protect themselves. So that message is missing, but we want it to become, we want it to come back to the forefront in terms of the discussion we are having around safer sex. So it's equally important that, you know, I think that we need to do more in terms of promoting condom use awareness, and in all, you know.
But we also know that condoms are made from an exclusive material called latex. What happens to those few individuals in the world who happen to be allergic to latex?
And probably in addition to that, we clearly know that condoms are highly effective. Now that is not 100% effective. There is some ocular evidence that for some people it has turned out bad, and so some people would think, wait a minute, we are focusing a great deal on condom use. We know it's highly effective. It's not 100% effective. Why do we not concentrate on saying, you know what, wait till you're ready, and when you're ready, keep to one person?
But experience has shown that while we promote abstinence, there are people who are sexually active and they will not abstain. So for those people that fail to abstain, we encourage them to always remember a condom. For those who are failing to be faithful in their relationships, we encourage them to use a condom in case they find themselves in extramarital sexual relationships. Okay?
Yeah, you ask us, Simon, you asked the question regarding, you know, what happens to people who cannot be able to use the latex condoms. We know that there are people who are allergic to latex, you know, and because of that, you want to ensure, you know, if you're asking someone who is allergic to latex to use condoms, you want to ensure that there is an alternative you give them. There are alternatives on the market. They are not as common, but there are alternative materials that, you know, are used to make condoms. Recently, I was also reading an article regarding the use of polyurethane for making condoms, and they think that it's even a much stronger material and much thinner. And, you know, the scientific evidence around is that it may, in the future, if it's more affordable, it may actually be the better alternative to use for making condoms. So yes, there are people who are allergic, but we want to ensure that they're still safe and that they can be able to use condoms.
The female condom, many ladies feel, wait a minute, we are in this patriarchal society, and for that matter, it is the male condoms that are always promoted and propagated, and ladies feel, no, this is socialism, you're leaving us out. And of course, some people have alluded to the fact that probably they're not as effective as the male ones. What's your comment to that?
The female condoms would be effective, but I think there is still need for a lot of awareness down there, because for the women down in the community, they may not have the understanding. And if you're going to create awareness, it must include the men, such that it is an owned thing for the family to use a condom, a female condom. Recently, I was training these young people who were doing the dances on the street yesterday. And when I showed them the female condom, for most of them, it was the first time they were seeing them. They were seeing the female condom. And they imagined it was, you know, terrible tool to use. So when I demonstrated to them, a number of girls appreciated. And they even appreciated the fact that you can put it on so many hours before the activity. So if you're in a violent relationship, and this is a man who comes back very drunk and the first thing he wants is sex,
you should be prepared.
You're prepared.
Interesting. Doctor, I did ask Simon a question which he seemed to skip, but you are a parent, I suppose.
Not yet.
Not yet, but you probably will be someday, and you are a mother to some, I believe.
Yes.
People look up to you. Tell me something. If your daughter tells you, "Mama, I want a condom. I am sexually active," I asked that to a parent. I asked a parent that sometime, and they told me, "You know what, Joel? I want my child to abstain, but I'm cognizant of the fact that when they go out there, they're out of my hand. So I will pack a condom for her, for him." Would you do that for your child?
As a responsible parent, you want your child protected. And if your child is open enough to come to you and ask you for something like that, I think you should be grateful that they are even asking you to start with. And so I think it's important to empower them with knowledge, because at the end of the day, knowledge is power. So you want them to be very conversant with what is happening, what the responsibilities are in regards to use of a condom, So I think depending on their age, one, I would want them to abstain. You know, you want to encourage them to abstain, and as a parent, you want to give them the advantages of that, because you don't want, because a sexual relationship is beyond just the sex. It means many other things as well, how they have to deal with their emotions in any relationship. So that's the one, you know, you want to empower them in that regard. But also in order to, because you have to be realistic. We've had 11-year-olds come to tell us that, you know what, we want condoms. The condoms you have on the market are too big for us. And you tell them, how do you use them? Oh, you know, you see, we tie a rubber band. So they actually know what is going on. So
these kids are very sharp, my goodness.
Yes, we've had that. So you want to ensure that they're empowered. So if they ask for a condom, you're better off, you know, give it to them, but with the knowledge, and, you know, ensure that they're very knowledgeable about what the advantages of abstaining are going to be. But if they really are tied down and they have to have sex, then you want to ensure that they also are well protected.
Wow, a tight spot for parents to be in. Martha, tell me, we've had over and time and again that, you know, there's many condoms on the market that are expired. But of course, there's people that allude to the fact that even though they're expired, they're actually a little bit effective. Is that the case?
About expired condoms, I haven't heard about them. But as an organization, we do distribute condoms, and we've mapped out distribution points, hotspots in the city.
You call them hotspots?
Yes, where activity of course happens. And we ensure that we provide in-shelf condoms that are within the shelf line, and we keep on replenishing the stocks on a monthly basis.
Yes, Simon.
Since I am lucky to be online, maybe I should ask this question before the ladies can exit the studio. We've had disturbing incidents where cancer has been declared an epidemic in this country, and there are all sorts of speculations as to the causes of the various cancers that we have. Some people are actually saying that condoms are possibly a cause for cancer. To what extent is this true?
Yeah, you know, there are many different cancers in the world. But then I want to say that there are many myths and beliefs about every disease. You know, even about condoms, there are many myths and beliefs. About HIV and AIDS, there are many myths and beliefs. I want to say that when it comes specifically to cancer, condoms causing cancer, I think that is a very big myth. It is not true. We've not seen any scientific evidence to suggest that you know, condoms actually do cause cancers. So as far as I'm concerned, that is one of the myths out there which is false. And I think that, you know, we really, you know, in terms of actual information that is true, is that, you know, condoms do not cause cancer. Yeah.
Wow, it's a very interesting debate. We would certainly want to go on and on for it, but we need to see how we better our country. Yeah, we are concerned about the morals of this country, but we're also concerned about the many deaths. You know, HIV and AIDS is taking out many of our young people, especially. That is something that need not happen. Doctor and Martha, it's been a pleasure having you here. Thanks for the fight you're putting up. Let's see how we keep on top of our game. All right, we'll take a quick break right about now and get back with my opinion. Simon, over to you. Tell us, what would your opinion be?
Pardon?
Can you hear me, Simon? Your opinion, what would it be as we wind up?
Well, of course, like it's been said, the fight against HIV AIDS cannot be one-pronged or two-pronged. It is like a three-legged stool. And that is why I'm one of those huge proponents of the A, B, and C strategy. That you must abstain if you are before the age of consent. But if you get married and are beyond the age of consent and decide to get married, then be faithful to your partner. But if all fails, then you use a condom. It is simple and clear, and we all know what a three-legged stool is like. The absence of one leg renders the stool unable to be used. So I believe that there could be some negative sentiments towards the use of condoms, but I believe that condom use does buttress the other efforts that are out there to gear against the spread of HIV and AIDS. Of course, that's not to mention that HIV/AIDS is real, it's debilitating, and it's very devastating. More so, such a message coming on a day like 14th of February, when many of you celebrate that day of love.
All right, that was someone there with his take, and of course, as you talked about the A, B, C, apparently there is a D. If you refuse to use any of those, there is death for you. Hopefully it doesn't get to that level. Thanks so much, ladies, for joining us, and Simon for joining us via Skype. We'll take a quick break right about now.
I'm going to blow your mind and I'm going to twist your taste buds. The flavors are already coming together. I can feel them. Very lovely, very appetizing, very powerful. Remember, the way you see it, the way you like it, is the way you get it from my kitchen to your kitchen.
On the next episode.
さあもうすぐベルトコンベヤーが待っているこの着地がなかなかくせ者です。おっとっとっと後ろ危ない。おっとっと後ろ危ない危ない。そしてベルトコンベヤー移った。移ったところで豪快にひっくり返ってしまいました。おっとやっぱり大人用のを買っとけばよかった。描いた通りに進んで早くも飛び石3つ目からハードルだ。ハードル1本2本そして3本勢いに乗ってまいりました。一本橋はどうでしょうか。一本橋は恐怖心との戦いだ。ここもいった。
On the next episode.
I was going to my hall, someone came from my back and was
how tugenda okwebaka ekiro yanga mwami omanyi webakeko nange omulundi gw'ogusembayo.
I went to the nurse and I asked why is it that our father is negative and for us we are positive.
Every time I find a story of assault of one person to another, I get disturbed.
Mwayombye ekiro olwaleero tasuzeewo lwe bakwokezza naze poza kimu nti mujja wange yanjokezza.
Kino ekyafa kino kyali kyakulira muno mu lubuto.
The Irene I know just loves music and loves to sing. I've never seen her even smoke a cigarette.
The days of legal trade in slaves are history, following its abolition in the 1800s.
They tie you like this. That's when I started getting past.
Everybody has a story, but yours will only become our story when you share it.
Yo! Aro, give me 5 stress, 3 gonorrhea.
Kale muli wano you think you've brought campasas omwana yenna asobola ogamba super deep si myaka gyaffe.
I'm like, I like my swag too. So what about it? Then she was like, I also like your accent. That village accent. Now.
Mwagala mchimbili wana kuza kele chili chiaru chili okay wale tinsanyu fu weneka political otayakana nomuzanga nakajawa.
Kati nekambuuza mukabete why are you crying? Nekagamba abasajja engeri gye bafulumiza mu lukwago.
I think I'm Big Mitch. Larry Hoover. Put that in Kiprotich's accent.
I think I'm Big Mitch. Larry Hoover.
Gabriela is trapped in a collapsing mine and she is rescued by Alejandro, and underneath the rubble they fell in love.
Beautiful and iron-willed.
I told you 1,000 times not to put your hands on me! Your mom working in a mine is nothing for you to be ashamed of. In fact, you should be very proud of it, honey.
But her destiny will be marked. Alejandro's ambitious mother becomes her worst enemy.
She was cast into prison and all that she was left with was her memories of her son and the woman. Now she has to forge a way to revenge on the other side. You're watching Morning at NTV.
A very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, and if you can listen very closely,
you will know that in a couple of minutes we're going to unveil this awesome love experience. And we're coming to you live from the Kampala Serena rooftop. Wow. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Do you know what it means? Do you know why we celebrate Valentine's Day? Well, in a couple of minutes we'll be getting into that. But if you need to assure someone today that you actually love them, it's time to do that. Not just the person you love, you know, intimately, but your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your in-law, your outlaw. Do that. This one day is reserved to communicate some great feelings of love. And some of your feedback on Twitter is amazing. At LC Moha on Twitter is saying, Nga, you're in the love mood today with the red rose. I'm definitely spoiling it for a couple of guys who are not planning to do this. And if their ladies are watching the show right now, they're like, Brian, we are going to kill you because now our ladies want the red roses. At Proverbial Faith, say, Joel Senyonyi, you're cracking me up. Interesting press review. Thank you so much for that feedback. At 123 Kasik John saying, happiness all the day because it's my birthday. Wow, you are born on Valentine's Day. Dude, great stuff, great stuff. And someone says, a nice appearance can catch your eye, but never let a good personality pass you by. That's very deep. Thank you so much. And when we go to our Facebook page, and remember yesterday we told you, in order to like our Facebook page, go to your search engine, facebook.com, go to inside Facebook and search Morning at NTV. Right now, we are 4,091 people that like the page. Very good job. Thank you so much for loving the page. Now, let's make it 5,000 by Monday, okay? That's our target. At the moment, we are 4,000. And a couple of your comments, and G Mukama, G Mukama says, I thought Brian would come with a red shirt and red trousers. Wait, do you call me an upcoming artist? But you're too smart for the interview at the Love Day. Thank you so much. Could you please post a photo of Brian and Kebirunji because we want to see how they are dressed? Mwana, we are in power blackout, just waiting to see the beautiful Mabel. Okay, we'll post that picture in a couple of minutes. Hi guys, you really look smart for Valentine's, but unfortunately you only have one she amongst you who has failed to convince. What do you mean? I don't understand that. As the rest of you, of course, answering our question. Earlier, we also asked you, what are your plans for Valentine's Day? And the roses have already hit the streets. Some of you have answered. I'll probably take a look at this later, but Zirintusa Mike says, Katindi Muko, to hell with Valentine. Zirintusa Mike. Mukisha Martin says, his plan on Valentine's Day is to sleep. Okay. Richard Setuba says, I'm searching for the Valentine today. Okay, for this one, it's going to be a search mission. Well, for the rest of you, what is your plan? Go to our Facebook page, Morning at NTV, and let us know what you're doing. Some people are planning to take the girls out to Serena. We have information that Serena is already booked out. It's going to be awesome. Where are you taking the chick to a kafunda? Please share with us, and we'll be doing that with the rest of the people. But, like someone at Kasik John was saying, today is your birthday on Valentine's. Let's head over to Mabel at the NTV studios at the International Conference Center to let us know who is born today. It's Morning at NTV.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy Valentine's to you all, and if you are born on this day, what a great day. We celebrate love, a day that, and it's not necessarily if you're in a love relationship, but the people in your circles, just love them. And today we are going to call someone. And hello, Penina. Hi, Penina. Hello. I think we could have lost Penina, but Penina Kadama, we received a message. Your husband wants to say happy birthday and congs on the birth of your baby boy, Shane, and also from us here, the team at Morning at NTV, we wish you the very best. Also born this day was Natkunda Shamira. She went to Makerere University and she is 24. Happy birthday, Shamira. And Catherine Rosie from Bara, who lives in Kampala, is her birthday today. She went to Uganda Christian University. Well, we have lots in store for you. I am told we have Penina online. Penina? Yeah. Good morning, Penina. Hello? Hello? Yes, Penina. My name is Mabel. We are from NTV and we have a special message for you from your husband, Frank. You're live on air on NTV. If you could turn on your telly. Pardon? You cannot hear me well. Anyway, it's your birthday today, Valentine's, and we received a message from your husband to call you, tell you you're much loved, and to congratulate you on the birth of your son, Shane. Okay, I think we have lost Penina, but at least we did get to hear her. And Frank, thank you so much for sending the message to her. Some of your messages on Facebook, we have Sandra saying she's still looking for a Valentine's, and someone who wanted to know what we are wearing. I think you can actually see we are all in red, and even Dakaba Chigongo, who is hiding somewhere, you'll see the shirt he is wearing today. Rose from Iganga says that Valentine's, what's that about? And then we also have Boris. Yeah, Boris says he's not interested. He doesn't want to know about Valentine's. I think he had some bad experiences there. And we also have Happy here saying that Valentine's, he wishes, I think Happy here is a he wishes Valentine's was a public holiday. Well, do let us know your thoughts. Send an SMS to 6565. Follow us if you haven't yet followed us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Morning at NTV, and we also have a Twitter account at Morning at NTV. Some more of your messages here on Facebook. We have Paul. Paul is saying happy birthday to Sheila. Sheila, I think, was also born on this day. We love to connect with you, especially if it's your birthday. We have this birthday segment on Morning at NTV. We shall now return to the Kampala Serena Hotel rooftop to Brian and the team for Everyday Life.
It's a very beautiful day right here at the Serena rooftop, and you can definitely judge the mood is changing. My voice is getting deeper. We're getting in love, ladies and gentlemen. And the whole crew here is just in love. Happy Valentine's Day. In a couple of minutes, I'll be joined by Mabel Kebirunji, and we'll talk about love, you know. But before I go on, let me let Kenneth serenade us into the mood of love. To all the lovers in the house, this is for you. Kenneth.
Unyiriza kana kamali akawawo akalimu gw'omukwano ogw'annamatala nze gwennina gy'oli sembera nkunyigereko nimuwanye gwankolezeeko sembera otuleko wano bebe gwe sembera otuleko wano buli lwendowooza okuddukako bububu nga ndabye akusingako bulungi nze nezijjukira ekyandeeteeyo sirikyusa nze sirikyusa kuweki nze kuweki olw'omukwano nze gw'onaze kuweki nze kuweki karakayimba kokako nkuddize ki nze nkuddize ki olw'omukwano nze gw'onaze nkuddize ki nze nkuddize ki karakayimba kokako tambula nga bujjeeno kwetegereze kwetegereze anyweze ekiro ng'akaaba kirimanyi abalwanisa newensobya newenyiza ntya onsonyiwa gwe onsonyiwa newendwayo gyensiba ennyo ontegeera gwe otegeera kuweki gwe yaponya emize yasigalawo nga bandiseewo kuweki nze kuweki kutwaliwa nze kukwikiwa ndowooza okuddukako bububu nga ndabye akusingako bulungi nze nezijjukira ekyandeeteeyo sirikyusa nze sirikyusa kuweki nze kuweki olw'omukwano nze gw'ondaze kuweki nze kuweki karakayimba kukako nkuddize ki nze nkuddize ki olw'omukwano nze gw'onaze nkuddize ki nze nkuddize ki kukako
A very wise man once said that you can never understand the complexities of love. And today, people do crazy things. And one of those includes cooking a meal for a loved one. And joining me is Master Chef, Cosmas from Serena. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You understand that what is happening to Serena?
Today at the Serena, it's a Valentine Day, and as usual, all our restaurants are fully booked.
They are fully booked?
They're fully booked.
So I cannot come and...
You can, but you can try and squeeze yourself and get a table. Because today, remember, it's a Friday and Valentine has come at the right time over the weekend. So definitely it's a weekend of love.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, I see so many forks, so many plates.
Yes.
What's happening? Is this how the setup is going to be today?
This is how the setup is going to be. And as you can see, so many spoons on the table. We've, at the Pearl of Africa, our fine dining, we have a 6-course menu. So with the 6-course menu, you can see how many spoons are going to be there, and it's a total confusion today.
I'm telling you, I'm already confused.
don't get confused. I'll take you through each and every spoon, what is supposed to be.
Okay,
and what is going to be the 6-course menu.
Okay, let's start with the first course.
The first course is going to be tartar of coriander, crab and coriander. As usual, you know that the Valentine is associated with seafood.
Really?
Yes, it's associated.
Why? I don't like seafood.
Seafood has this kind of romantic way of bringing people together. As you can see, seafood comes from the sea, and definitely when you are looking at the sea,
the water
is calm and it calms you, and with all that kind of romantic, it just comes up and it wipes up everything.
So seafood is, you're serving coriander?
It's a crab. It's a crab. Crab and coriander. Yeah, it's a crab. It's a crab. What we have done, we have taken out the meat, we mix it very nicely, we season it very nicely, and a little bit of coriander, and then we serve it with a gazpacho of tomato. So you'll see the first course when it comes. And then we start our 6-course menu. And from there, I'll take you slowly towards the whole the meal, the 6 meal, until we get to the sweetest part of it, which is the dessert.
Well, if you're just joining us, wherever you are, we are here at the Kampala Serena Rooftop. Kenneth Mugari serenading us. In a couple of minutes, a surprise performance from a guy I love so much. We're just getting you into the mood. So feel free to hit us up on Facebook, Morning at NTV. And of course, let us know your feedback on Twitter at Morning at NTV. You can also send us a text to 6565. Now, before, because you show me what to eat, it will be very unfair to do this without a beautiful lady by my side.
Definitely.
I'd like to invite, ladies and gentlemen, on the red carpet, Naiboke Bedonji. Topa, you will learn.
I will learn these things. Clearly. I love my job. I love my
job. You look elegant.
Oh, thank you.
You really look elegant.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's very single. and feel free to,
to pass through you.
To pass through me and receive it. All right, Mabel.
Yes.
We are told that we're going to eat some crab.
Crab?
I've never had crab.
Yes.
But it's a 6-course menu.
It's a 6-course menu today at the Pearl of Africa. And you can see all these spoons.
Right.
They have to have a course. Of it. Yes.
Okay, let's do this. Let's take a breather, a short breather, while I recollect myself so that I can grasp the food. And also you prepare your taste buds. While you'll not be eating live here with us, from your screen you'll be getting it. We'll be right back this morning at NTV. Happy Valentine's Day.
Do I move out of here?
Introducing Brian again. Tonight we are not just doing this for the lovers in the house, but we are also doing it for you at home. In case you're planning to bring your loved one to the Serena. Well, Brian is going to feature tonight where they are featuring a 6-course meal. All the restaurants we hear are fully booked out, but there's still an opportunity for you to come and grab a table. And we're looking at what is going to happen, and our executive chef is here to let us know what we're going to do. And as Brian, continues to do his thing, you talk. Yes, let us know what goes first. Can I get Mabel here to take this with me?
Yes, she needs to come.
Yes. And she's going to another walk the red carpet because the first time things jam. So let's get on red carpet and
this is not easy, I tell you.
Alright.
Wow, I could get used to this.
What is going to happen here? Welcome to the Pearl of Africa, which is going to be really, tonight is the day of the lovers. And as I had told you earlier on, Valentine Day is associated with. So most of our dinner tonight, you'll find we have a lot of food. Like now we're starting, our starter is going to be a crab, a chata, which is mixed with a bit of coriander, nicely seasoned, and then dressed with gazpacho of tomato.
Alright.
So the first course will come, and before that, we are going to give you water so that you can actually just clean the palate before you start tasting.
Water make me full.
It's just to taste a little bit so that you can prepare yourself.
Alright.
Okay then.
Alright, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yes.
Brian, this is just amazing.
It's
That
amazing.
song in the background.
So tonight is the day. Tonight is the day, and it's going to be wonderful. So as we serve you the water, the kitchen is preparing the crab salad, which is going to be here within no time.
You know, I kind of fasted yesterday.
You did.
That's okay.
You did.
Make sure.
The 6-course
It's
menu,
what
by the
water?
time we finish, by the time we get to
What do you mean both? Sparkling water.
I hope you're going
Sparkling
to enjoy
water.
Sparkling water. Yes, sparkling water.
What's and I've always
And
asked,
everything is sparkling today.
yeah, why sparkling water? Why not the usual water?
Yeah, well, the difference between the sparkling water and water, the people who love to feel that sparkle in their mouth instead of just having a plain one. Remember, today is a Valentine Day, so it's a day of sparkling.
All right.
Yes.
All right, my dear. Cheers.
Cheers, Bran.
How do you feel? Fantastic.
It's indeed sparkling. All right.
The taste buds.
I want to take this crab. I want to eat the crab.
The crab is coming. And after that, as we continue with the whole 6-course menu, after the crab, we are going to give you something hot to balance. The first one is going to be cold, then the soup is going to be hot.
So the crab is always cold?
It's always cold.
Okay.
As a starter, just to give you that appetizing throughout your system, you start with a cold. And then we come with a hot one, which is a soup. And the soup is a beetroot. It's a beetroot soup.
What do I do?
Okay. It's a beetroot soup.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live at the Kampala Serena Hotel rooftop, and if you're just joining us, please feel free to let us know what you think. And of course, Brian Mugenyi playing on the saxophone, and is going to feature tonight at the Serena. Now we are really, I'm really losing my words because there are so many folks here.
And spoons.
So please understand when I stammer a bit because I'm about to be served crab. I've never had crab.
It's the first time.
I've had crocodile meat.
Yes, it's a seafood definitely. So he has traveled all the way.
Where is it from, by the way?
From Mombasa, yes. Traveled all the way from Mombasa to land in Kampala so that we can actually give the best people the best meal tonight.
Right.
The Kampala Serena.
Most of us in Uganda are used to fish is the only seafood we know.
Yes, I realize the tilapia, the Nile perch, but today it's totally different. It's not the normal day. So we cannot make the tilapia day. Today is a seafood.
Let's go quickly as wait for this crab.
Yes.
This, I see so many spoons.
Now,
and let me understand what's going on here.
Yes, now.
The small fork and the tiny...
Good.
Yes.
Remember this. Anytime you go to a restaurant, we start from outside, coming inside. So as you start, you always the first two.
These two.
Second. Yes. As you go inside, you find that, like, if you look at that knife, it's totally different from this one. This is fish. So that means tells you we are going to start with seafood.
Okay.
Then we go, this is round, is a soup. Then that tells you automatic again, we are going what? We are going another seafood. From there, then we go to sobe, and then we go to the main course.
Wow. This is always for seafood,
Yes.
Okay.
And don't forget the two on this side. We have another 2 spoons on this side, but I will talk to you about that later.
All right.
On. Yes.
All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's first link over to Brian as he takes us out of this, and when we come back, we'll be eating live. Crab food.
Thank you.
Very small. Does it mean because the main course is going to be very huge, so you just kind of tease the person?
Kind of to tease you up. When you look at 6-course menu, so you're going to have 6 plates here by the time we woke up from this table. Yes, it's 6 plates.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just at home and you're joining us, I know maybe it's quite hard, you know, I understand. But Valentine's Day is here, and I'm with Mabel at the Serena rooftop. We're understanding the kind of food that you can serve on a day like this. When we come back, we'll also be looking at what you can wear on a day like this. Eh? What do you wear to a dinner? We'll be right back. Brian Mujeni up here, Kenneth Mugabe, and the Serena rooftops.
This Valentine's Day will be very special for lovers at Kampala's premier nightclub, Governor. 2 lucky couples will win a night at the classic Kampala Serena Hotel, plus a 1-year Governor membership card. Book your table for 2 at only 200,000 shillings, which entitles you to entrance, dinner for 2, courtesy of Kampala Serena Hotel, and a Bailey's Irish Cream gift hamper. Single ladies will pay only 20,000 for entry. Lovers will be serenaded by live jazz, soul, and R&B music by Black Roots Unlimited. Don't miss this year's Valentine special at Governor. Whatever your mood, we got the color.
You keep telling me.
On the next episode of Deception.
That attitude. You should leave your personal issues at home.
Oh, I didn't see yours left at the doorstep.
Shut your mouth, you fool. Remember who the boss is here.
How can I forget? She's running after a married man and she's making me do all her dirty work.
This woman is trouble. She's going to ruin my everything. I can't even trust myself around her.
What have you done for me?
Kesi angejite.
Furma.
Mama, stop it. Please.
Furma.
Don't you ever call?
Where is he?
Evelyn, no one is interested in seeing you at this office.
I guess he kept it somewhere else.
Then why did you call me here saying you had found it?
Because I thought I had, but I...
Where is that ledger?
Deception.
The average age of the entire national team is under 18.
The primary role of Team Uganda is to remain to Division 2.
Probably that's the only thing that can make one or two rugby fans smile, that the clubs are doing well.
The players haven't put on they haven't wore the game faces. They're not the animals we saw last season, because Ferguson had the same group of players and he did deliver the Holy Grail, which is the title.
Oluvannyuma lwa lutalo abaana bangi batwalibwa ab'ekika era bulala basigadde
abamu bajja ne babakima
era twagenda mu Lukoola eyo ina Kasongola mu Buluuri twagenda mu Butale Babalaaro okubuuza omwana oyo mumanyi
nti mukwate obutonde obwekonkome mukwate obutonde bwa Ebola mubuteeke mu nsigo omuzungu ayogedde palamenti muyise bosi basajja
omulembe guno gutuusemu n'abantu n'entondo kati waliwo n'emyaka egy'entondo
waliwo yakiŋŋamba
bamugamba muŋŋambe bulungi kati munkwate empola
dokita buli akwata bayibuli eno ajja kusomera bintu nga ye bw'alowooza. For example, waliwo controversy yaliwo tobeera mu ssuuti ate ng'oteeka mu gganduula olina kubeerako kimu
kubanga okusomesezza tumaze emyaka 2 tusomesa bannayuganda eddembe lyammwe mulimanyi oluusi n'obusobozi obulina nakulabira abaganda baagala kabaka
I'm telling you, Valentine's can just make you want to, get your girl and kiss her or something, Love is a beautiful thing. I said love is a beautiful thing. Sing with me. I said love is a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, Mukwana. Oh, my goodness, you need to back me up here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the talented Kenneth Mugabe.
Ompano gwenina gwe gw'amango yaraga sagala oguzanyisa bonoguzanyisa nze sikusonyiwa nasabe Katonda ampeereza omubeezi ne waba malayika esaala zange azizzeemu sagala omujemere yampadde ebisanyizo nanzibula amaaso nabukwagala nze yakyawo okwagala nkwewadde tonjiwanga omukwano gwennina nzinira ku ntoli
I've given myself to you, right? And this is a beautiful situation here, ladies and gentlemen. If you can see, there's food over there, there's music over here, and now we're going to let you know what you can wear on a day like this. And we have Madame Akibua. Your name, please.
Hello everybody, my name is Maureen Akibua. I'm from John Akibua Fashion House.
Is that Akibua is that your
Yes,
okay.
yes.
You're the granddaughter?
No, I'm his daughter.
You're his daughter?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Fantastic. And how long have you been doing fashion?
About 5 years. Yeah.
5 years?
Yes.
Awesome. Now on a day like this, love is all over, the roses are there, people are in love. What do you wear to a dinner?
To a dinner, you can wear something like this, mermaid dress. Today I'm wearing a mermaid dress with a touch of black, and it's a deep red.
Right.
Yeah, some people like wearing bright colors, but some opt for a bit dark. So if you love a darker color, you can put on deep red.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's called mermaid.
Yeah.
And that's because that...
It's a mermaid design.
That's because on the bottom it just goes out like this, or...
Yes.
Okay. What do you have for us? I see some beautiful ladies over there.
Okay, I have models. Dorothy, she's wearing a short hot red with a touch of gold.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
If you're the type that likes short dresses, that would work for you.
Okay. And I see it's a bit African with some... Is it all African?
No, it's a taffeta. It's a Western fabric.
Okay. All right. So if you like some short stuff over there.
Yeah.
All right. Who do we have next?
Next we have Bridget.
Bridget.
Yes. She's wearing gold with a touch of deep red and a red shoe. It's a round dress.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it have a coat? Because at night it can get a bit cold and...
You can put a scarf. Yes.
All right.
Next we have Esther. She's wearing a round dress with a Chinese collar and 3/4 sleeves. It's gray and it has a touch of red. If you're the type who doesn't like, if red is not your best color, you can still bring in something different, but you give it a touch of red.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, next we have Max. Max is wearing an African outfit. It's an A shape. It has a round neck. With a touch of Western fabric around the waist. And she looks elegant.
She looks beautiful.
Yes.
Definitely African. What are the most advisable colors to wear on a day like this? Some of us are used to red, so I'm donning on a red, tie and black and white. What are the alternatives?
You can use any color as long as there's a touch of red. Just a little red if you're not a fan of red. We can do just a little touch of red, yeah. An example is Esther. Esther, come.
Esther.
Yeah. So Esther is wearing a gray, and we just put a little touch of red.
With the hair thing.
Yeah, the hair, the flower, and.
Okay. Let me have the girls just walk onto the red carpet and some photo ops if we can. With some of the guys on the crew. Beautiful ladies and gentlemen, all this you can find at John Akibua Fashion House. Where do we find that?
John Akibua Fashion House is located in Ntinda, around Shell Hardware, between Victory City Church and Hardware World.
Right.
Yes.
Awesome. This is some of the stuff you can wear tonight, wherever you're going. Thank you so much, Maureen.
You're welcome.
All right, now I'll go on to Mabel to let us know what's happening. The chef. All right.
Asking where your wife is.
But anyway, it's conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. Yeah, they're talking about Manuela, but the rose is for Manuela.
Yes,
you made that clear at the
that's
start.
why I'm keeping it.
Yes.
So,
you
Mr.
You can see champagne we have. Today is a big day.
Are we allowed to drink? Our boss is somewhere watching us. Are we allowed to drink on air?
Our boss may fire us because we are.
We really have. You have to taste this champagne.
All right, please. Really let's take it away.
Yes.
Some of your messages, if I can read them. Someone says, but Brian, this early morning, all that food. The message is coming in from Catherine. And then Katende says, you guys are the best. Oh my God, sweet music, terrific. You guys rock. Someone says, enjoying the show, Brian, you're smart, but you miss a rib by your side. Off for work, we'll miss the remaining minutes of the show. You stay, get late today, Valentine.
You can stream live, youtube.com/NTV live.
Someone, Godi, is saying, "Nay, Brian, invite call your viewers. Invite call your viewers."
But you're already watching, so you invite the champagne is popping.
Someone says, "Oh,
wow."
All right. So
yes,
tell us, what is this champagne? What do they call it?
Brian, as you know, days like this, it's not the days of sodas, it's not the days of the usual thing. Today is a special day, and it has to go with a special drink, which is the champagne.
Right.
So tonight, the champagnes are going to pop in. You will hear everywhere, and every table will be pop, pop, because it's a special day. It's a day that comes once in a year, so we have to celebrate it.
Okay. Some of you have been saying we are not inviting you, so please feel free to come and join us here at the Kampala Serena rooftop. That's where we are right now. If you're doubting, get a bike and come and see for yourself. But tonight you can also join the rest of the lovers in the house at the Serena. Some of the restaurants are fully booked, but there's a space for
there's a last minute. You can come.
You can come.
We are still open.
But they have to book fast. People can't just walk in. Someone sent in a message saying she's going to be here at 17:59.
17:59.
At 5:59, yes.
All right. The rule is that you must cheers before you drink.
Yes.
All right. Cheers, my dear.
Wonderful.
I am so excited.
All right. What next? What next?
It's a cappuccino of beetroot.
Wow.
I know a lot of people look at this beetroot in the supermarket and say, what can I do with it?
Right.
But you can make a soup out of it, and this is a cappuccino of beetroot. You can see on top of it is topped with a little bit of cream, the way we normally top up cappuccino.
So we use this spoon,
and it's hot. Yes,
it's hot.
I told you from the outside. Yeah, from outside going inside.
Right. Now there's also a rule for this soup. Do I do this or do this?
Like this.
I know that you dig in like this.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see.
Fantastic.
At this point, I would like to tell my doctor to be on standby because whatever I'm putting into the stomach. All right, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
This is very healthy.
All right, and the sweetness on it brings out. You realize what we have given you cold. Now it's hot.
Yeah.
Now we are coming, but again with a cold one.
All right.
So we continue balancing all of it.
Okay.
Hot, 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 hot.
Let us know what you would like to do for this Valentine's on our Twitter page at Morning at NTV, and our Facebook page is also open, Morning at NTV. Make a SMS, you can send it to 6565. We're definitely in love. What's some of the stuff on Facebook?
Facebook, Alan says, Mulondo, you have nailed it.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then Isaac says, good looking, Morning at NTV. You look smart in Valentine colors. To say the truth, I'm also in moods just because of your show.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. We can put you in the mood.
Okay, what is this?
That is a lobster.
A lobster?
It's a very rare delicacy in Kampala. And it's actually the dish of Valentine's Day.
At this point, I think I'd like Isma to join because Isma is missing out. And today we are not going to feature any sport. So Isma, wherever you are, you had better enjoy this sport of eating. Come and join us. Somebody bring, do some catwalk or something. Yes, Isma, do a catwalk, and somebody bring a chair here, and Isma can join us. Isma will just eat what we have here, really. So. Okay, Isma, the sportsman, you can see him moving like a footballer on the red carpet. But
and the moment I heard that there is Morena Kibwa, I knew there is some sports here. While growing up, one of the first names I had in sport was John Akibwa, and it wasn't anything to do with how much I knew of him. I actually got to know much later. But we're doing another lady here.
To balance the equation.
Am I half?
That's small. You're looking smaller than usual. So that is a good thing.
Well, Isma, have you ever had a lobster?
Certainly not, but at least I've heard of the delicacy. I've not really tasted it, and it would be a good thing to start with that today.
So I learned one thing: if the fork is shaped like this, or the spoon, or the knife, then this is fish. That is seafood.
Seafood or fish.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
People talk about lobster being an aphrodisiac of sorts.
Well, and that's why we talked about the seafood. You remember I started with the seafood?
Yes.
Then I cooled down with a beetroot. Then I came back to the seafood.
Cool down.
Because the day has to be built all the way from first course to the sixth.
Hey, isn't it too early to eat an aphrodisiac?
We chose to give it the name lobster because there's a football team in West Africa called Lobster.
Hey.
Not too far away.
We're still talking sport.
It just never goes away. Just never goes away.
Right. So basically, seafood is the best.
It's seafood the best for today. Seafood is the best.
I've never had lobster, but
we can't go seafood all the way.
How healthy is it?
It's very healthy. Seafood is very healthy because when you think about it, the fatness that we get.
Kind of tastes like fish.
If I had a lot of seafood, then I wouldn't need to do a bit of Lance Armstrong.
No,
you don't need to do drugs too, because if it's that good, then a sportsman would have it and not have to dope. It's very good for the body.
Do you want to taste some?
And remember,
Maybe
fish is always very good. Seafood is always very good for you.
Right.
Very
okay,
good.
Isma.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something unorthodox and hand you this.
Yeah.
All right. That's lobster. Have you ever had lobster before? Do we have the ambulance nearby? It's very nice.
Very nice.
All right.
Yes.
So we have had the lobster. What next? Wow. This is my first time to eat lobster.
Yeah.
All right.
Next now we have to cool you down and we have to clean your palate. And to clean the palate, the best thing you can get is only a sorbet. A sorbet, it's a flavored water that we flavor and then we freeze it. So by the time you put it in the mouth, it washes everything ready for the main course.
Oh.
So out of all these flavors you have mixed together, which was the crab, the beetroot, and now the lobster, now we have to clean that out so that you're ready for your main course.
Bring it on.
Hopefully there's no
so we are going to.
And that will be very good.
No.
All right.
Yes.
Sparkling water.
Oh, Isma, some sparkling water over here.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sparkling water.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just and the lobster is even causing
That's
things.
our sorbet with
okay.
Very nice.
So this is the soba. What's the
sorbet?
Sorbet.
Sorbet.
It's a sorbet. It's a sorbet.
Okay.
So
what does it have?
It's just, you see where the fruits are?
Yes.
We have blended those fruits. We just mix up with we cook it, and then from there we cool it down, and we churn it like ice cream. So when you take it, you realize there's no cream inside. It's just the liquid from the berries. And today you can realize it's Valentine. We use a lot of berries, the wild berries. You have the strawberry in there, you have the blueberry, you have raspberry, and you have cherry. So everything is rare.
So berries, I love
berries. Yeah,
these
berries are the day of. They complement the day by the end.
And with the
with a little spoon.
With a little spoon. You start from the outside.
Yeah, you always start from outside going.
Okay, let me
inside.
take a little bit of this.
You hear what it does on your mouth? Very sharp.
Yeah.
Very sharp. It takes out all the other flavors that you've taken.
I think maybe you should feed Isma.
Wow. Fantastic.
This is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can tell you that now I'm ready for the main course.
So if you test the sorbet itself, you hear that sharpness. That's now cleans up your palate, so ready for the main course.
All right.
So, yeah. So as we go, remember this. Remember the sixth course will take a lot of time, because the couples will be talking, engaging themselves. So we are not going to feed them as fast as we are doing it for it's going to take a lot of time.
Right.
Because it's a day of love, it's a day of engaging yourself.
Now that your palate is clean,
yes.
What next?
This is the best part of working in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Because there are several people right here behind the camera,
and I'm telling you, they're like, dude.
We're giving this guy Kitchen Delight a run for his money.
All right, so okay, you'll take away
this. Now you've cleaned your palate completely. We are going to serve with the main course.
All right,
which is going to be a duck.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight at the Serena, there's a dinner that's happening in all the restaurants. There's time for you to come and join the celebration here. Brian Mugenyi will be on the saxophone tonight, but also, you know, a 6-course meal is ready for you. And so far we've had 5, right? 4.
Because yes.
Yeah, because there's
Okay.
That's the
actually,
6-course
Brian,
meal.
when you want to look at which number you are, you remember now you're remaining with 2 spoons.
Okay.
And there's another one. So we still have 2 courses to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, now,
yeah.
I think let's have the camera focus here.
Yes.
1, 2.
Fantastic. There you are.
What is this?
Wonderful.
Looks so little.
it looks so little. a guy from Boa is real.
Brian, there's no more talking today.
I was expecting a, you know, warm cocoa, but what is this?
Such a full course meal.
Okay.
Now, today we have a choice. When you come, you will be able to choose. Either you have a salmon, which is Atlantic salmon, and a duck. So today we are not doing the usual things of tilapia and chicken or beef. No, today we have chosen this menu because it's a special day. So you have Atlantic salmon there with a little bit of a champagne sauce, and then you have duck with plum sauce.
So this is duck.
This is duck and salmon.
Isma, do you eat duck?
It's wonderful.
You've never tried it?
Wonderful. It's a delicacy. We don't get that much.
Let's get a plate to Isma, because Bambi, the guy may be there saying,
but this is the right fork. I've learned something. The right, this is the fork.
This is,
The only person not feeling envious right now is my mom, because when she's watching and everyone is eating and I'm not eating, she's thinking, okay, my son is not doing a good job.
Have you realized something? You've realized something that automatically the waiter did not put a steak spoon. He put a fish for you down there, which is that one. So every course that comes, it comes with the cutleries, the right.
I actually thought Brian was using the wrong one, but
no,
he was.
Isma, you need to eat like a footballer. Please eat. Give him a fork.
Surely.
I'll give you a spoon.
No, that is
breaking the rules.
Yeah, give me the fork.
Yeah, don't break the rules. We're in the Serena Hotel. We do not break rules here.
That's fish.
Yeah, that's fish. And you realize it's not white, it's red. It's pink. Yes.
I've actually never
it's a sea fish. It's a sea fish.
I've actually never eaten fish in the morning. It feels very new because it's a kind of delicacy only served at lunch.
It's something that you can say. Well, actually, fish is not bad in the morning. It's not bad, especially the one that is steamed. For the health purposes, it's fantastic.
Well, the sportsmen like 3-4 hours before they go to play.
Oh yes.
Should be. Should be.
You really had to engage some sport.
Okay, I have to read some of these messages. Someone saying Isma eat like a footballer. Ha ha ha. Albert is saying, is Isma shaky? And then Brenda is saying she wants us to wish her birthday to her friend. And then someone says, guys, some tips on a day like this. I can see you're very happy, mostly Brian. And then someone says, OMG, go guys, I'm salivating. You guys don't eat we're not eating in a Valentine way. Is there a particular way we should eat on Valentine?
Are we supposed to eat slowly?
But the show is only 2 hours. I wish we had all morning. And then maybe we would eat the 6-course meal over 6 hours.
Yes.
Till NTV at 1.
Brian hasn't spoken, by the way, in 5 minutes.
Brian, is Mabel your Valentine? Someone wants to know.
Unfortunately, this meal has to go away, but really. Can we pack?
This brand is not takeaway.
This is a duck.
This is
fantastic.
Duck. Yes, fantastic.
I've had a duck the Chinese way.
Yeah.
But this is different.
Fantastic.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now
tell us a bit about this thing. Some people love to put it here.
Yeah.
Others here.
It's especially when you realize lunchtime. A lot of I guess when they come in, because sometimes you don't want to dirty yourself.
Right.
You know, you are eating soup or you are eating a bone. You don't want to dirty yourself. So some people like to put it here.
They'll bring it up to this
It's always to wipe your mouth. Yes.
Right.
You just remove it on one side and you just wipe yourself.
Right.
Yes.
Someone said that you can't do this because this is for babies. That's what someone said. Is that true?
Sometimes it does. It looks like if you're feeding a baby, but if you're really careful and you're eating really nice.
Someone, Mweben Banks, Isman Brand, wants to know what men should wear on Valentine's Day.
What men should wear?
Yes.
Go on. There's something about what you should wear every time you're going out for an occasion. It doesn't have to be Valentine's. I personally think that, first of all, I've got to be comfortable in the outfit. We always dress to impress and then forget about being comfortable. And for me, that's the first thing. You've got to be comfortable. But I love the fact that you can always choose with the help of your partner what you're going to wear. I bet, Brian, you do that all the time.
But if you're not married and your partner doesn't stay with you,
you're going to meet neighbor midway around City Square, then walk here. I'm thinking probably dark suits like black are very good. You can never get it wrong. Probably I like Brian's red tie today. And I'm not even saying it for a feminine person would say it in a totally different way. I like Brian's red tie.
A little bit of blue would also work.
Yeah, blue is a very good color. And purple, because when you wear purple, many times there will be something that the girl has that is purple, and that, you know, it's very good when you're walking together and you look, you're not too different. That would also be very good. I also think purple would do good. You can probably shiny shoes.
Why?
Shiny shoes. The ones that are not the basic colored shoes with a lot of shine.
Something that matches the suit. Exactly. You don't wear sneakers on a suit.
No, if you're an NBA player, you would. They do.
Alright, something is before us, Chef.
What shape are you looking at?
Love.
The heart.
The heart.
Wow.
The love. And you can see the...
the arrow! I hadn't seen the arrow. I hope this...
The arrow is
this
there.
is nicely decorated.
Beautiful.
You understand?
Yeah, you know.
So this is
there's an arrow here.
It's a sweet, and you can see we have mixed the berries. As I said, the berries are always something you don't miss in a day like this.
Okay.
The strawberry. Look at how they finish. The word finishes strawberry, blackberry, raspberry.
All right.
Everything.
Blueberry.
Blueberries, raspberry, and all that.
You said blackberry, and I almost thought Samsung must be in the wrong business because I had blackberry. But then, why is it two colors? Because
it's two colors. Two colors because it's two. You realize also that one. We have the white on this side and the dark on this side for men, and then the two colors combines them together with love tonight.
Wow.
Okay. Yes.
So what is the name of this particular design?
This is a hazelnut. Inside, what you're seeing that is hazelnut parfait. A parfait, it's an egg and cream. We whip it like the way we do the ice cream, and then we freeze it. And we freeze it before we serve you. It comes out now because it's the sweetness, the sugar that now kills everything, finishes everything for tonight. Yes.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, what's this?
That's a sugar.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, you're allowed. You're allowed to pick it, cut it, enjoy it.
And with this, somebody took my fork, but I'll use this, right?
And no, spoon.
Spoon.
This time you only use spoon.
Oh, he shifted everything.
Yes.
Okay.
He shifted so that you're ready, that and that.
Oh,
yes. So it's
awesome.
Fork and spoon because you are scooping out. Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this dessert. What's the name? Sorry. What's the name of the dessert?
It's hazelnut buffet.
Hazelnut buffet at the
wild berries.
Yeah, I'm really talking like this because this is love. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Isma, please dig into that as we listen to the sounds of Kenneth Mugabe right here at the Serena rooftop. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. We are definitely having a great time. These are some of the tips that you can use tonight. You can also come and have dinner at the Serena, but also be creative. You can cook something like this for your loved one. You can Google the recipe and you know, try some of this stuff.
Or they can call us. We can take them through at their home.
You can take the food to right.
Yes.
All right, Kenneth Mugabe.
kunawo oluusi neebuuza oba wagenderera okaleka mikwano gyange ginsikirira olwakatambaala oluusi ntambula nako mpaka eyo gyensiba ebinyiiza byonna sigayo katambaala katambaala kempunyiriza katambaala kempunyiriza nga njagala okulaba katambaala ke kanzijukiza ekifaananyi kyo katambaala kempunyiriza nga njagala okulaba nakawanika ku kisenge amaaso bwe gatunula ennyo nafuba okulaba akawoowo tekaggwamu.
All right, that is Kenneth Mugabe, and he's doing a good job. Wow. You can get this young man at the live at the Emin Pasha with Kwela. Very good stuff. Now, I'd like to invite someone else from the Serena also. He's going to tell us more about what exactly is tonight. He's probably having on the red carpet or something, but I don't know if he knows how to walk like the we want this to be a top-class thing. On the red carpet, ladies and gentlemen.
And probably it's the hardest part I've ever had to do. I've done so many hard things in my life, but the red carpet was it's not easy. It's not easy. I give a lot of credit to Maureen Akibu and the models. From now on, they do a great job working. Great job working.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brian.
What is in stock for us today at the Serena tonight?
Tonight is an exciting day at Kampala Serena Hotel. Maybe what I would say is that over the years, as you may be aware, the Valentine anxiety and activities have been growing. Improvements have been made. And as Kampala Serena Hotel, we pride ourselves in creating products that are customized to cater for our clients' needs, personalized service, and tonight we are doing exactly that.
Right. Do you have any surprise stuff, at night?
Today you did. Yeah, you've just been, sharing our mouth-watering menu here, and this was the Pearl of Africa restaurant menu. But hey, we are having a lot of activities. We have the Lakes restaurant, which does the buffet menu. I just heard you say that the food was very little. So if you are the guy who looks at quantity of stuff, we have Lakes restaurant. It will be doing a fantastic buffet menu. We'll be having a band, a live band playing the love ballads. Then we have the Explorer. The Explorer is one of our unique restaurants, a bit quiet and creating that mood of Valentine. It will also be doing a set menu. Explorer will be at a couple will be at 300,000. Okay. Pearl of Africa, the one that you tested today, it will be doing 500,000, and then Lex restaurant will be 360. All those rates are exclusive of the beverages.
Wow.
I will talk a little more about the other Serena sister
property. The one at the lake.
The Lake Victoria Serena Resort. Apparently, by the way, we are fully booked tonight.
Here.
So we are fully booked. So that's how the Valentine craze has taken over this country. But at Lake Victoria Serena Resort, we still have, availability of rooms, and we'll be running a special rate of $170.
Right.
A couple, bed and breakfast. A lot of surprises that I don't want to talk about now. I can assure you it's going to be great service, great food, fantastic, environment.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I think you should think of giving this man a raise. He has done a very fantastic job showing us some of the food. So this is how the menu is going to be tonight in the Pearl restaurant.
That's how it will flow. But the ambience, of course, is fantastic, completely different from even what you are seeing here. So I can only assure the people who have already booked that you'll have the best service, and love will be in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
As before we leave you, of course, we don't want to say we won't give you the African proverb. Probably something linked to Valentine's Day. Let's go for that, and when we come back, we'll be trying to break it down according to love. But it's definitely a happy Valentine's Day. ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us as we enjoy this food. And Isma, you are not acting like a real sportsman.
No, I'm doing quite a job trying to eat, but the chocolate, it's too sweet. It's too sweet. That's one thing, but very good. Probably it's a day to feel sweet, and I'm not one good person with I'm not done anything outside of the box for love.
Okay.
But I feel very romantic after sitting here for the few minutes I have.
Right.
Yeah, I feel more romantic about love and sports. For the one moment, I really feel that way. I really.
So we can book you a table tonight?
Sure. I'll be delighted. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of your messages here, someone says, you guys have gotten me stuck at home. I just can't leave for work. My God, it's so beautiful. And someone says, you guys have put me in the mode. Isma, I'm happy you know love, though not just football. And
today it's not about Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's not about Arsenal. And then
it will be on Monday. If Arsenal lose 5-1 again on Sunday, then on Monday we'll be
Let's
talking.
Let's move on to those messages.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's
of football.
No.
Someone says here they are wishing other people birthday greetings. And then someone says, I'm salivating. So many people are saying they're salivating. And then someone saying, what other tips can we give out on Valentine's?
Right.
Yeah, someone wants to know, what tips can you give? Hi, your brand, Dickens, wonderful. Happy Valentine's. People want to know also where Manuela is. Yeah.
All right. I've always thought that Valentine's is special for me, and for me, on this day I proposed to my wife.
Hey.
But I did not plan to propose. I get into the office and a couple of guys are talking about love and marriage and whether someone can be ready. Are you always ready for marriage? That at what age should you be ready? And in that conversation I kind of just spaced out and thought, why don't I propose today? And I never thought about it.
Did you have a ring ready?
I went and looked for the ring.
In one day?
Yes, in like 30 minutes.
Okay, men don't look for the ring for a very long time like
Yeah.
women do.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I got the ring and,
What carpentry workshop did you go to? Steel fabrication.
Did you get down on one knee?
Oh, yes. I did. Of course, it's a beautiful thing to do. But so for me today, it's not just about the food. I'm celebrating 3 years of proposing.
But now you've been married.
But today is a special day for me.
Did you propose publicly? Because it's something that we don't do back home here.
I did something very dumb and very risky. In a restaurant where probably 100 people were looking at me. Yeah, but thank God she said yes.
So other people saw you?
Yes.
And,
when she said yes, they clapped.
and was there someone like Brian to play?
Yeah, there was someone playing some great music, so yeah. But so for me today is beautiful. Some people also prefer to propose on such days. Today you can bring out the stops, all the stops. You can show love every day, but that's why such days are there. And when you miss such days, your partner will never forgive you. I'm telling you.
If you miss such a day.
So do something. You don't have to do something grand, but do something to show that. Now, Brian Mugenyi on the saxophone joining us. He'll be also at the Serena tonight. Take it away, boss. Beautiful, beautiful. Brian Mugenyi, thank you so much. Talented young man and namesake. You know how that's our Brian's, that's how we roll, you know. He's going to be at the Serena tonight and you can join him. Thank you so much, the Serena team. And I'm telling you, tonight I'll be joining you. I think in the restaurant that serves buffet. Because, if you're used to eating in quantity, I advise you to go to that restaurant.
But there have been 6 of them.
Yeah, but I'm actually full. Mabel, any plans for the day?
Me, I'm just thinking, if you're not yet in love, this show surely should have put you in love. I just love my job.
Mabel, Isma?
I can imagine so many of my friends, and most of them are in sports, out there and thinking, Isma is trying to trivialize sport. They might look at love as being one of the trivial things, but it's a good feeling, by the way. I feel extremely romantic, and awesome. I only wish I could do something. I'm in that situation where you want to do something, but the ideas are not streaming as fast as you want them to.
Right.
But it's a nice feeling being here, way beyond probably sitting down there, the chef, the things, my taste buds. If you serve me a meal now, right,
you'll take it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, and we want to leave it at that today. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a hectic morning. I know for some of you are going to work late, but it's worth it. We'll catch you on Monday. Make sure as you celebrate Valentine, make it safe. Facebook, Twitter, and the SMS are open. Let us know what your plans are going to be like. From us, the whole crew, and it's a cheers. Happy Valentine's.
NTV, turning on your world.
It is such moments that define the human in us. Those moments measure the joy, the agony, and the despair in us.
So how long will you be wearing Pampers?
These moments tell us that indeed our lives are destined for something greater than mere survival, and that our hopes and inspirations are what will define our tomorrow. This week we share with you a story of betrayal of trust in love. Sometimes your story is my story, and that's what makes us African. When your joy becomes my joy, and your sorrows become my sorrows. Join me, Zuena Chirema, every Sunday as we unveil the stories of our lives here on Life Stories.
On the next episode of
Wawawa, basema ni banyala twegatteko bayita Miles Ramiti mukona ne NTV. Kulundi kuno tukuletedde omusajja obuli awo eyasiba farm ate ne mala ne musiba Abdul Mulas.
Nabalaga nti nze wa madumba kazi.
Ida kulunda bimama komyo bwesinga tabalira ngomu.
Agamba nti bamuloga okubeera ndi wetwogerera agamba yimbi munne wakatonkamu n'amusimbire kuuli nti ne music etakyatambula. Mungeri yamutukubya torch mu Hype Awards ezagabidwa a weekend eno. Kati mukuba nti Bebe Cool ne Revival Band bazeefuze. Tukoze tukuleta n'abayimbi ensangi zino wetwogerera abasinga okusasula ssente afuna ssente mmeka era bw'aba tayimbidde Uganda n'agenda gye batera okugenda mu bagenze Bulaaya bagenze Luddawa ssente mmeka ze bafuna byonna mu NTV.